You're listening to the official Wrestling News Source Podcast. For all of your information, wait. Who the hell's playing this? That's better.
Hey guys, Thomas Drop It Lawson here, wishing Doug, Tyler and Daniel congratulations on hitting episode 200 of the WNS Podcast. Keep up the great work, fellas, and now we can start planning for number 500.
Hey guys, Rhino here. I just want to take this opportunity to congratulate you guys on 200 episodes of WNS Podcast. That is simply amazing. Keep it up, fellas. I hope to see you for another 200 episodes.
Hi, my name is Hugh. I live in New Zealand and I've been listening to this podcast for about a year, roughly. It's a great podcast, benefited by the fact that you guys don't seem to take yourselves too seriously. And yeah, it's a cool podcast. I enjoy listening to it. And keep going, guys. Congrats on 200.
You are now listening to the official Wrestling News Source Podcast. For all of your information, go to WrestlingNewsSource.com or check us out on Facebook by searching WrestlingNewsSource.com, WNS Podcast, or on YouTube by searching WNS Video. You can also find us on Twitter, Stitcher, iTunes, and more by searching Wrestling News Source Podcast. Now, here are your hosts, Daniel Herron, Tyler Abear, and Doug.
That's right, I'm Tyler Abear.
That's right, I am Daniel Herron.
I am the old dirty bastard of pro wrestling podcasting, Doug.
Hey guys, this is episode 200, and guess what? I'm taking over apparently, so I'm going to try my best. I know I'm going to mess up, but oh well. It's part of it, right?
Trial and error, yeah.
Yeah. Let me see if I remember your lines. We're on Facebook. Just search Wrestling News Source Podcast. /Facebook? I don't know.
/Facebook?
No, / Oh, fuck, I'm fucking this up.
I'll start you off for all of your wrestling info.
For all your wrestling info.
That's where you
Wrestling
take it
News
over.
Source Podcast. There's a shitload of places you can find us.
Wrestling News Source Podcast.
Wrestling News Source Podcast.
Check us out on Facebook.
Facebook.
Wrestling News Source Podcast.
Wrestling News Source Podcast. Fuck.
Find us on YouTube.
Yeah, go ahead. At WNS Podcast.
WNS Video.
Whatever.
That's
Shows you how much I get on
That's
it.
YouTube.
Oh, fuck. I'm fucking all this up.
Where are we on iTunes?
WNS Podcast.
No.
Wrestling News Source
There you
Podcast.
go.
I know. I tried to search for WNS Podcast one time. I couldn't find myself.
We are also on Beyond Pod, Stitcher, and Player.fm. Just search Wrestling News Source Podcast to find us.
Hey, follow us on Twitter at
What?
WNS Podcast. Daniel's at WNS_Daniel and Tyler's at Tyler_Abear.
Yeah, I am.
All right. How you guys doing?
All right.
Doing good.
Good. This is weird.
Had some queso lay, so
Yeah.
I'm doing really good. Got my queso fix for the week.
This is weird sitting in this chair. And,
Yeah, captain's chair.
Well, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. It may
Yeah.
not be how you do it, and I
This
may
is- hey, this is-
stumble my words, whatever.
This is
but
episode 200, making it special. Tyler Abear in the captain's
put
chair.
me in the captain's chair. And,
Finishing off the previous 199 episodes with
Yes.
Doug on the helm,
Mhm.
and now we're giving you the crack at the bicentennial.
yeah, so I can fuck it up.
Hey, it's all on you. The ball is in your hands.
Well, I'll try my best.
You gonna run with it, or you gonna do hero or goat?
Well, I'm doing good too. I've been doing.
Nobody asked.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
didn't-
tell you
I
anyway.
certainly didn't ask.
I've been doing Insanity. It's
Yeah?
been kicking my butt.
Doug, you seem so far away from me this time.
It's a little weird, huh?
A little
It's
distance
different.
between y'all
Yeah.
two.
You gotta adapt though.
Yeah.
Adapt and overcome and evolve and
And join
cash in, don't sell
and
out.
Join the authority.
Join the authority if you have to. If that's what it takes to secure your
Anything
job.
else going on? Anything?
Just doing my thing, getting ready for WWE 2K15.
Yeah, next week I'm super pumped.
I know you were pumped.
We were talking about that during a podcast family dinner.
Yeah.
We'll talk about more in the hot topics. I will tell you what I told them.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm super pumped.
Yeah.
And Doug still has to reserve it to get Sting. But
Very special episode. Definitely thank you to everyone who contributed.
Yes.
We kicked off the show with
We're,
Lawson, Rhino, and Hugh.
we're very appreciative. We just like shooting the shit. And
Yeah. Good to hear from those guys.
it doesn't seem like it's 4 years.
Yeah, closing in on getting ready to start number 5.
Good Lord. And we're gonna keep on doing it
As long as we can.
until we run into the ground. I'm just joking.
So
Okay.
Tyler's wife says we can't do it anymore.
Fuck that. I do what I want to do. So yeah, let's go into feedback.
All right.
All right, you
Sounds
ready for
good.
feedback, guys?
Yeah. I was born ready. 199 episodes and 200. Now I am ready.
Yeah, but I don't know. Just to tag on to what those guys were saying, definitely thank you to all the listeners who have been with us for a long time.
Woo!
For the listeners who haven't been with us for a long time, people who check in and out on us, people who've been here all along. Thank you to the lovely, lovely sweethearts who thought enough of us to leave us a message congratulating us. We appreciate it a lot.
It's really, really cool.
Yeah, thank you guys. It's cool.
It's just I never thought that I would. When I first started this, I was like, okay, this is gonna be neat and all that stuff. But I never thought, like,
It would grow the way it did.
Yeah, and like all these people from around the world are listening to us, and like, it's like when I first started, I was like, I want people to listen to us, but I'm like, why are you listening to us at the same
We are
time?
international superstars.
So, I'm very, very appreciative. So, yeah. But let's go into feedback.
All right.
All right. First is from Jaggy Babs. All right, I like that.
That's
name.
on YouTube. I think
that
the
YouTube?
majority of them are from YouTube. We do have like one or two that are from our Facebook page. but
Okay.
Majority are from YouTube. Yes.
He says, like pieces of toast, like the Divas division, covered in butter, bland, but I still always want them in my mouth. Okay, yeah.
That's a healthy breakfast right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't understand.
I guess he wants the Divas division. He's thinking he wants them in his mouth. Or
I guess he
something?
considers the Divas to be bland, and so he says, much like the Divas division, I like my toast to be bland, covered in butter, meaning he would also like the Divas covered in butter, and in his mouth, because who wouldn't want some of the Divas in their mouth, right?
That is funny.
Is that the gist? I'm not looking at the screen, so I
I
have no
don't
idea.
know. I guess that is.
I did
I'm
type
kind
it
of
up,
confused
but
too. But
I mostly just copied and paste for the majority of it. So.
that's funny sounding.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's cool.
Cool.
Okay. Next is from Richard. Great podcast. Great podcast, man.
Yeah.
Great podcast as
Great
always.
podcast.
I think Rusev winning the
Good
U.S.
stuff,
title
yeah.
was great. He will be able to inject importance into the title that has been still since John Cena's last held it. Hopefully, Rusev changes the design and goes on a true monster heel run until he is defeated by John Cena. I mean, I really don't. I know what they're doing with Rusev, but I don't know if he's going to inject importance into the U.S. title. I don't know.
How do you inject anything into the belt? That just seems odd.
You don't inject nothing into the belt, but
Yeah.
seriously. I mean, I understand they're going to give it to him to help him out, but I don't see how he's going to. I mean, it's going to be important, like, hey, we got to get the U.S. title away from this guy who is. He's not representing the U.S. title. We just need to get it away from him.
He has stolen it from the strong.
I don't know.
Americans and have the title.
I'm not the biggest guy on Rusev.
He earned it. Yes.
I'm not the biggest guy on Rusev right now. I mean, he's all right. I don't know. I feel like it'll take a lot more for him to get over with me. So that's how I feel.
Cool deal.
Anything? Okay.
You got this, A-Bear.
I'm trying. Oh, sorry. Richard, he says hashtag 999 word life at the end. Sorry.
Cool.
I forgot to say that. Sorry, Richard. But thank you.
Basic thugonomics.
Yes. Parker says, yes, I am a male.
So you think you're untouchable?
Sorry, Parker. I feel like
sorry.
we may have actually done that to him before.
Yeah,
too.
well, also, I thought Parker could be a girl because I also watched Leverage, and they had a girl named Parker on there, so that's what I thought.
Yeah, well, we could give Parker the Regal's gimmick. So we know that he's a man from now on. It'd be like the real man's man, Parker.
He's a man. Such a man.
Yeah, I like that.
Such a man.
Parker's got the Regal gimmick,
Hell yeah.
so that we
A
know.
real man's man.
Like Parker, he's a real man. He's a real man's man.
He's a real man's man.
Sorry,
I
I didn't
look
say
up to
he's a
him
real
for
man. I meant
manliness.
I can't talk. I'm sorry. Okay, thank you, Parker. Next from Primetime. Wow, when was the last time we heard from Primetime? Was it
Been a while.
Wow.
Prime time. What's up, man?
back in Primetime?
Holy shit! I thought Primetime was dead or something.
Man,
I thought we were just dead to primetime.
you're dead to us, podcast guys. Hey guys, it's your boy Primetime.
It's your boy.
Sliding in like M. Bison on the 200th episode. That's awesome. Yeah, I like that. Birthday woo sound. Ready? Woo! Even though I haven't been contributing lately, I haven't missed a single show since episode 1. I also have a suggestion who should take the belt off Brock. I think Vince should hire Batista to take on Brock as a mercenary, as Triple H did to take the belt off Cena. Batista matches Brock's size, accomplishments in WWE, and also has an MMA background. He's owed a one-on-one match for winning the Rumble. Plus, kids now, non-wrestling fans, get to see a Guardian of the Galaxy. Drax the Destroyer beat down Brock for the belt. Doug, keep banging that DJ Screw, and congrats on 200 episodes, guys.
R.I.P. to DJ Screw.
Yeah. Thanks for the feedback. What do you guys think about
Thanks, Primetime.
Batista?
Good to hear from you, buddy.
Yeah, really good.
You know, I when Batista came back, I was sarcastic for a little bit. Then I got big on like, hey, I really wanted to see Batista versus Brock.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you weren't really.
Well, we had a
high
discussion
up on
about
that,
it, you know,
and all that stuff
a few months ago, I think.
But I think now he's not the size of Brock Lesnar.
No, he's definitely dropped some of the weight.
He's dropped some of that, but
I mean, he could still probably hold his own.
Yeah, and I know that there was an interview that Batista wanted to work with Brock. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I
Never
wanted
say
to see
never.
It. Yeah, and there was also I think a WrestleMania dream match double figure pack. It was Batista and Brock Lesnar. I took a picture and I think I showed it to one of you guys.
Cool.
But yeah, I think it should happen because I don't ever remember them fighting each other ever or crossing paths. Were they in? Because Brock left for a while and he wasn't there, and I don't think Batista was there at the same time.
Yeah.
No, or what? Didn't he fight Brock in Developmental? Was it Leviathan versus Brock in
I
Developmental?
couldn't tell you that. I didn't follow any of the developmental stuff.
I don't know. But yeah, I would like to see that too. And yeah, Drax the Destroyer. Heck yeah, man.
Well, I think if they were going to do it, they should have brought him back as a babyface, like right while Guardians was red hot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think he's sort of tied up in like.
I think they're already filming it. Or no, he's going to be the next villain in the James Bond movie, and then he's going to be filming Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yeah, I think
believe.
he's tied up like legally with some contracts and like multi-picture deals and stuff. I don't know if he could do it now. But,
You know, Brock being in those movies kind of makes me happy because I never thought. And I said Brock. Sorry,
Brock.
I mean Dave. It really is awesome.
First name basis now?
Huh? Dave.
You
Yeah,
know-
I know.
you
And we're
know-
cool.
You know,
We're
Big
cool.
Dave, Big Dave.
Yeah, Big Dave.
All right.
Bronze body.
Brass body.
Brass body. Sorry. No, is it brass or bronze?
Brass.
Brass knuckles, fool.
The bronze body is the tanning salon.
The bronze body. Is it really? Is it really? Oh shit! I don't know my shit. But no, it's really cool. I never thought Batista would be like in those movies. I thought when I first saw him, I was like, Batista's in this. I was like, wow. But he's actually better than I thought. It was. And now I'm actually a big supporter. So
Yeah.
heck yeah.
Should be fun.
He was fantastic as the Drax too. So I was really like surprised by his performance.
Brass
would I put
body,
my finger
not
to
bronze
his throat?
body. I thought it was bronze body.
Nothing goes over my head. My reflexes are too fast. I would catch it.
But yeah, that's the end of feedback. Thank you, Primetime.
Yeah. Good to hear from you.
Yeah.
Stop by every once in a while.
Yeah,
Say
stop
hi.
by and say hello. There's a few people we haven't heard from in a while. You know, like Bobby Hasty.
Yeah.
And, Jonathan Red Robin Branch.
Yum.
I think I've heard from Red Robin lately.
He's probably listening. He's like, Tyler, shut the fuck up. I'm just listening. I don't have to say nothing. I don't know.
He proved himself.
Yeah.
We hadn't heard from Rhino for a while before today.
Yeah.
either.
before
Good to hear
today,
from him.
Mm-hmm.
Good to hear from you guys.
Yeah, we love it. We
Yeah,
love hearing
it's
from
It's
all
really, really
y'all.
cool. And
If you're listening to the show, make sure you leave a comment or something. Let us know that you're out there.
Maybe just be like, "Hey, assholes, I still listen to you."
Hey, asshole. Yes.
hey, assholes.
Hey, assholes. I'm still listening.
Hey, I'm still listening, and y'all are assholes.
If you're listening, comment wherever you might be listening to this from. If you're listening on iTunes, leave a review and with the comment, "Hey assholes, I'm still listening." If you're listening on Stitcher, leave a little message on YouTube, Facebook, wherever you are listening to that you can comment on.
Zeusk.
No, why would we be featured on Zeusk?
I don't know.
Okay.
A
took a vote on-
podcast is one person.
No.
Yeah, we are. Okay, I'm being
You
stupid.
can't date us though.
You can't date us. Can't see us. Okay, going on
That would be
into
weird.
Raw. Well, yeah. Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
We're one body.
No, we are not. We are not one body.
We can be. Oh yeah, I forgot. We got a. Holy shit! There's a lot.
Got a lot of ground to cover.
God damn.
That's all from Thomas.
Damn, Thomas dropping the list. Sorry, we'll get to that later. I'm just looking at the notes. Let me get this out of the way
Yep.
real quick.
There you go. Boom.
Okay, now we're going on into Raw. Cool. Okay. First things first, John Cena Ryback Authority promo, and Ryback.
First things first.
First things first, yes.
On the realist?
You can be. So Ryback, he was talking to John Cena.
Mm-hmm.
I only caught the replay part of this, but John Cena wants to get him on his team.
Mm-hmm.
And lately, Ryback's been doing like one-on-ones, but you don't know if he's face or heel, really.
Yeah, they've been, and they've also been playing him up as like this hot free agent. So you don't know. They're trying to recruit him, and you don't know which way he's gonna go.
I don't know. This is a little later, but like the whole Raw confused me with Ryback, to be honest with you. But he what? Making fun of me.
No,
Just kidding.
you're doing good.
I'm
You
trying.
got this.
First
Okay.
things first.
First
I
things-
pop it. Freaks all the honeys.
So is it them two were out there first, and then the Authority comes out?
Yes.
Okay, and then from what I saw, then what did Ryback say? He pretty much said that I don't know. He said something about the Authority. Then he said John Cena doesn't sign the paychecks, and then he did a spine buster to John Cena.
Yeah.
So and then it's like, oh no, Ryback's on Authority's team now. So and then they set up a match for later on.
They certainly portrayed it to be as that way.
Yeah.
So,
It's weird.
yeah. Doug, what do you
then-
think?
Yeah.
I thought it was fine. It's sort of hard to talk about the whole Ryback thing without like talking about the rest of the night.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I agree.
But I mean, I thought it was fine. Like I was into it. I mean, you could tell. I guess they sort of edited the shot from I guess the crowd was going off with their chants and whatnot. And
Oh
you could
my
tell
gosh.
there was like one specific cut you could tell it was cut like and but I thought everyone like did a good enough job here and I was cool with it. So
Yeah.
it's sort of hard to talk about the specifics. We'll probably end up
We'll
more
talk about later, yeah.
that later.
I
but-
agree.
Well, before we dive too far into it, I know that there was a house show going on at the exact same time, which
Right.
is why there were, a lot of missing talent. But
Ambrose Wyatt, the Dust brothers.
yeah, all
Dust bunnies.
Cesaro.
all of those talents. Like,
Yeah.
there were a lot of people missing.
That's
There
why
were-
Ryback was in. I was joking.
There were a heck of a lot of backstage promos and segments going on this Raw, and I think that was one of the main reasons that contributed to it is the fact that like half the roster was doing a house show. So
I don't feel like that's why the crowd was the way it was.
No, that's just
no, not.
how,
I wasn't talking about the crowd. I was talking
Oh.
about the show as a whole.
Oh, okay.
That
Okay.
They were
I
just,
misunderstood you.
It was like they'd have something, they'd go backstage. They'd go to commercial, they'd go backstage. They'd have a match, they'd go backstage. Like I felt like this was a lot of filler in the
All killer?
show. All filler, no killer.
Yeah. Well,
What are you doing?
I guess we can address this right now, but the crowd.
You're the boss. I mean,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
running
You're running the show.
All right. Yeah.
You
yeah.
tell us what to talk about. I can't even look at the screen. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know
Yeah,
what's
but
going on.
they were just horrible though. It's like but I think that the announcers did a good job not acknowledging it because they did JBL, they did Cole, and I know it. Well, the
Well, we
points
know that it was edited.
Yeah, and they didn't say
so-
nothing, so I'm like, it's just stupid stuff, and it's like, really, but it happens. Yeah, so
You're not gonna call penis big about when you see it. He's giving you a throwback.
That's not 8 penis boobs. That's like 69, 69, 69, 69.
Oh, from here the screen is blurry and it looked like a really long 8 penis boob from here. Like I could see.
Is blurry, though.
I can make out something that I would assume would be the 8 in the balls and then the shaft.
8 balls.
Then I can make out something that I thought was like a capital D in the head, but apparently it's not.
No.
But it was quite annoying though, and they just from one thing to another. But like, because I know back in the past, the announcers or commentators, I should say, sorry, would acknowledge it. But now I felt like they didn't, and that's a good thing because, well, even if you don't pay attention, they still kept on doing it. But I mean, it did annoy me, but it is what it is.
I mean, I broke a rule that I made for myself. I broke it a couple of weeks ago, but it really didn't bite me in the ass until this week's Raw. Of I'm trying not to post on the internet like while I'm watching Raw because I feel like if I just give like a quick opinion and someone like says something like a response, I feel like I have to like further like explain my argument or whatever, and I ended up like basically arguing on the internet while trying to watch Raw, which is not terribly fun. I did it to myself, but I mean that's sort of the nature of like the internet and wrestling these days, is people sort of comment in real time as it goes, and I sort of pay the price for it. And I mean, as far as the crowd goes, it's just, I know this is like this is a dead horse that I would like to try to, after tonight, leave right next to the John Cena dead horse that we're not going to beat anymore. But just to like say a few things about the crowd in hopes that I don't ever have to touch this fucking pummeled, disgusting horse again.
Yeah.
Is that I just feel like I'm so out of touch. Maybe I'm just becoming an old, crotchety old man, and I don't like relate to the crowd in any way, shape, or form anymore. It's just not how I want to appreciate wrestling and not how I appreciate wrestling when I go. When I go to a wrestling show, I'm there to see pro wrestling, not pro wrestlers, if that makes sense. And what I mean by that is, I don't care if John Cena, the Great Khali, Hornswoggle, The Miz, and the Bella Twins give me good wrestling on Raw. If they're the people who give me good wrestling on Raw, they're the people who gave me good wrestling on Raw that night. Mm-hmm. And the flip side of that argument is if Antonio Cesaro, Dean Ambrose, and Seth Rollins, and Luke Harper, and Daniel Bryan shit the bed on Raw that night, well, they fucking shit the bed on Raw that night.
You call it straight. You call it how you see it, you know? It's like I'm not there. I want to see I want to see people giving me good wrestling, and the people that give me good pro wrestling that night are the people I'm going to acknowledge as giving me good pro wrestling. Mm-hmm. And the people who don't. Now, just because the Bellas have a good match one night or the Miz has a good match one night, that doesn't necessarily erase their history. It doesn't mean they become a good pro wrestler at that point in your eyes. It just means at that point you acknowledge that they did a good job that night, and you don't shit on their match just because of their history. You take it as it comes. Like, this was a good match. You don't need to shit on that night. And the same thing, the flip side also happens to be that just because Cesaro has an off night, that doesn't mean it erases all his history of having good matches. It just means he had an off night, and you call it as you see it that night. And I'm really, really annoyed by people who don't think Dolph Ziggler can ever fuck up when he does. And I'm really annoyed by people who can't ever acknowledge that John Cena could have a killer match, and he fucking does.
Yep.
Like, I mean, I guess, like, people just watch wrestling different. Like, I'm there to see, like, good, and I call it as I see it. Like, that was good or it wasn't, no matter who did it. And that's sort of annoys me.
It's that old, love is blind and all that kind of stuff. Sure. If you love it, you're going to love it no matter what. If you hate it, you're going to hate it, and you don't know why. It's just,
Yeah, sure. And then, like, another part of this whole thing is, as a pro wrestling fan, when I go to a pro wrestling show, I want to appreciate pro wrestling as in this way, in that I'm going there and I want to be entertained and I want to see a good show and I want to cheer and boo, but I want them to give me a good show. I don't go to a wrestling show to be part of the show. I mean, you are in a sense part of the show because your reaction matters and they're trying to get you, but I'm not going to a show with the intent of listen to this funny chant I started, listen to this funny joke I made. Hey, did you see how I shit on this before it ever got a chance to be bad? I'm not going there to influence the product in that way. I'm going there to be entertained by a show and react to the show. And then my reaction is part, but I'm not trying to force myself on the show. Like, look, here I am. Fucking see how I'm a part of this?
Hey,
see how I'm manipulating this?
Did you see my beach ball that I brought?
Right.
Or cake.
And I guess people are into that shit now, and it just like I cannot.
A lot of people are.
I cannot relate to that. Like
Yeah.
in fact, it just pisses me off to watch, and it makes the show hard to watch for me.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm just out of touch. I guess I'm an old man and I don't fucking get it. But like, I don't relate to these people and how
Yeah.
they do this. Now, some people are saying that. Sorry, go ahead if you want.
No. Yeah.
Some people are saying that a lot of this may have had to do with the fact that WWE just canceled the network coming into their country. Now that's a possibility, but I'm going to call bullshit because, and I talked to Ben about this. Yes, WNS Ben. I messaged him. I said, how many fucking seats is in that fucking arena? And he says about 12,000 people. All right. This is me guessing, not guessing. Like I have an idea about what the numbers are, but I don't remember exactly. So this is ballpark accurate, but not like
Right.
to the number accurate
kind of thing.
Yeah, estimate. When the network opened at like 530,000 something like subscriptions.
Mm-hmm.
And when they did their most like recent like investors call, they were at 700 and something thousand.
Yeah.
Now, that's after opening up internationally to all these other countries. So that's a ballpark 200,000 once they opened up internationally, which doesn't include the UK because they pulled back at the last minute. So I find it, and plus we know for sure because we interact. In fact, every person from the UK that I interact with already has a network.
Right.
So the numbers are skewed anyway. We know a good portion of the UK fans already have this fucking thing. They don't even hide it, and that's fine. That they shouldn't. I'm not saying you should feel bad or feel ashamed. You did what you had to do to get the product you wanted, and you're paying for it, so good on you. I'm not I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. But what I'm saying is I feel like there were not 12,000 people in that fucking arena who didn't have. They were not 12,000 snubbed fans in that arena
Who had their wallets out going, I'm here to pay
Like,
for my subscription.
You are denying us what we want. Like, that's just not what.
No,
I'm calling bullshit. There were not. There,
Absolutely.
That crowd was just like, hey, this is a thing we can be hostile about.
Yeah.
Like, this is a thing. Like,
People will get on our side if we chant this.
right.
Ugh.
There's just, if you look at the numbers, I just can't believe in any way, shape, or form that all those people in that arena were snubbed customers. It just, the numbers don't add up to say there was that's 12,000 people who are trying to give you money that couldn't, and they're fucking hostile about it.
I mean, hell.
Bullshit. I'm calling bullshit.
Hell, look at their ratings. Their ratings draw in about 4 million people per week, right? Okay, we're only getting 700,000 of those, 4 million to subscribe to our network. You know, you can't be pissed off. Like, I understand it's like, okay, they were 30 minutes away from launching it. You can finally check it out. Yeah, it's okay to be upset that they pulled the plug.
I'm not taking WWE's side, by the way. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Right, but what I'm saying is, you know, it's okay to be upset about that, but for you to try and hijack the show because of it, you know,
It's pretty idiotic.
You know,
Stupid.
You're saying that 12,000 people in that arena were part of the, you know, the 10%.
No fucking way. I'm calling bullshit.
I mean, just,
Calling bullshit. No way. There's no way. Some of them already have it.
They just like chanting what they want to chant, and like, hey, guess what? We're on TV. People hear us, and we got this chant going. It's stupid.
I mean, there's just no way. I can't buy it. And so I said that, which sort of leads us into the first match, was Rollins versus Swagger, which the crowd sort of, I know they got some Where's Our Network, and that sort of got edited out a little bit, although some of it made it on the show because I'm sure it was impossible to edit entirely out.
Yeah.
And they did their thing during this match where they started chanting for random people like Mercury and Noble, who were at ringside with Seth Rollins. And I just made the observation, the comment as I was watching, that Jamie Noble probably got more chance during that match than during his entire time as an active roster member.
He's gotten more chance being the backstage hand, and now they brought it into the storyline that he's part of the security or whatever. He's gotten more chance as that than he had, you know.
Sure,
before.
and I'm a Jamie Noble fan. Like I like the guy, and I'm not. The point of the comment that I made was that they were just chanting for random people, not that his new role is over, although it kind of is.
Yeah.
But my point was that you're just sort of chanting you're doing the random chant thing, which is sort of annoying, and I just sort of made the point about that. And then I got some sort of feedback from Seth, who admitted that he wasn't watching the show, which is fine if you're going to say, like, this is just my whatever, but we sort of not got into it, but we were debating, as well as another guy, and he said, well, maybe they're tired of being force-fed the network all the time. Well, that contradicts. If you're chanting, we want our network, then they're not fucking tired of being force-fed the network. They want I mean, maybe that's not exactly the same thing, but I don't think it's necessarily different. And also, like, I just don't, I'm sorry, but I think that if you bought a ticket to bought a ticket to an arena to a show you didn't want to see, you're sending a mixed message that doesn't add up. If you're uninterested in this show, but you bought a ticket, you're not sending them a message other than, here, I'm a paying customer.
Yeah. I'm here to complain. Here's my money.
Yeah. And some other guy was like, well, you expect them to care about, he's like, maybe they're just bored. They're tired of the opening promos from the Authority and whatever. And I was like, well, they're taking it out on the wrong guy, because why are you doing that during a Seth Rollins match when he's during one of the more consistently good guys?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then somebody who I'm not sure made a point about is Jack Swagger. Who gives a fuck about Jack Swagger? And I was just like, well, I'm sort of like breaking down in my own like head, but I was just like, well, they shit on the match before they got going. Mm-hmm. They made up their mind that they were going to chant other shit before the match had a chance to be good or bad. So it doesn't matter who's in the match. It could have been good. You just decided to. And this person attributed the fact that the crowd wasn't into it. It was the fact that no one cares about Swagger. He made a point about his gimmick not working with the UK, which is fine. Although it sort of does. I mean, they started chanting it. I mean,
yeah, they were doing the "We the People" when he called for it.
But and my whole thing is, and he made a point, like, it wouldn't have mattered if it was a match of the year, because it was Jack Swagger in the match, that they were going to shit on it because they didn't care about Swagger. And so, but in order for something to be the match of the year, if you recognize something as being a match of the year, but you would shit on it, then you're either an asinine fan or it wasn't actually a match of the year. So it's like, I'm sort of trailing off of my point at this point, but I was just sort of frustrated with the whole thing. And I tried to include feedback that we got on the Facebook page, but I'm sort of like breaking off of my own argument at this point.
There's a lot of, there are a lot of people who complain just to complain, just to be
definitely
the negative side of something. It's not necessarily that they feel a certain way. It's just they just want to complain. Not saying that whoever's contributing to your debate is doing that, but I've sort of gotten away from responding from a lot of people, just because that's all it is. It's that blind love or blind hate that they can't be swayed one way or the other. And
see, you're so much more wise than me, because I take that as a sign of weakness. I take that as them thinking I'm like copping out from like backing down from their arguments. Like, no, your argument's bullshit.
It's one of those, doesn't matter unless you're siding with them. They're not going to care what you have to say.
I learned that at the beginning. I didn't respond from when we first started. I was like, look at this guy. Like, someone showed me, like, and all this stuff happens. I'm like,
it just doesn't matter if you make all the sense in the world. And I'm not asking you to agree with me. I'm only asking you to acknowledge that I am making all the sense in the world.
No, man, scissors are not the easiest way to cut this piece of paper. I am telling you, you use these two rocks. Why are you going to use the rocks? Yeah, that's the way it is, man. Shut up and you're wrong.
You don't have to agree with me. Just acknowledge that I'm making all the sense in the world.
No, man, no.
And your argument is just that you still don't like it.
These two rocks are the way to go. They are the future. No one is pushing them to be the thing.
Fuck your scissors.
It doesn't matter how like articulate you try to make your argument. It doesn't matter how much time you take trying to respond to them. It's just like, if they don't agree with you, that's wrong. Which is fine. You don't have to agree.
It's totally fine to disagree, but you gotta.
But scissors has sharp metal, though.
No, man. Look.
Sorry,
all right. Those scissors are pussies. All right. That's for people who can't get the job done. They've been at the top level for the past 12 years. It's time for us to start pushing. It's time for us to start pushing rocks. Rocks deserves this.
Well,
I'm not saying that you have to take whatever they give you without responding to it. For instance, Seth brought up, well, look what happened with Daniel Bryan. How do you think that changed if people didn't say whatever? But what they were saying had relevance with what was happening. They weren't just... and he was a good wrestler putting on good matches who got screwed over.
But there's still those people.
You weren't shitting on like the... You were trying to uplift the guy. You weren't just like, fuck this, it's stupid. Wait, it hasn't got started yet. Too bad, it's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And...
Oh, they start with a lockup. Screw this match. I'm out of here. This guy can't wrestle.
I just don't connect with fans. It seems like the majority of the fans I just can't connect with.
It's like if you don't like the guy,
cool.
that's fine. Okay, we get it.
Boo
That's
the fuck
cool.
out of him. Who cares?
Yeah, if you want to boo, boo. But, I hate that someone will just crap all over a match, 3 minutes into it, and it'll be like a 20-minute match, and by the end of it, they're chanting, "This is awesome." I'd be like, that's hypocritical. Like, if you were booing in the beginning, you can't be chanting, "This is awesome."
Well, they can win it. They can win you over, but like the point is like fucking come in object. Like these people are clearly coming in with the agenda of we are going to do this. Look how awesome this is going to be.
Yeah,
and that's not how I want. That's not how I view and not how I attend wrestling. I go there to be like, look how awesome the wrestling is. That's what I want. I don't give a fuck about you people in the crowd. Shut up.
It's just people stuck in their ways. Bring back the Attitude Era. That'll fix everything. No, it won't. Okay, just knock that off. It's not going to fix a damn thing. Anyways, you were saying.
Where the fuck are we?
Well, we're in the Seth Rollins and Jack Swagger match.
It was fine.
Yeah, it was fine.
You're the moderator.
It was fine. Yeah, well, I was listening to y'all, but I think it's
you're here to keep us on track.
Well, I was listening to y'all. I was like, yeah, go ahead, man. Hell yeah, tell them.
Don't tell him. Don't tell him. We ain't telling him. Gotta tell him.
I don't remember too much. Like, they beat him up at the end of the match, right? And did 2 curb stomps to Swagger. Mm-hmm. But Swagger was supposed to be on Cena's team, and now he's out. Why'd they take Swagger off Cena's team?
Well, I think they were just
to deliver a message.
I think they were just trying to get across the point that Team Authority was sort of hunting down the guys. They were agreeing to work with Cena. I don't think he was ever actually going to be on the team. It was sort of like he says he is, we take him out so we can illustrate like how dangerous we are.
Yep.
See Meowth.
I will say that I enjoyed like that Swagger sort of worked the ankle a little bit, and then Rollins sold the leg off of the stomp even because it was the leg that he stomped on. So I thought that was a nice touch.
Good touch.
Yeah.
I felt like
he pays attention to detail.
I forgot what I was gonna say. I don't know. I'm blanking.
That's all right.
Oh well. And Jack Swagger lost and got taken out, and he's not part of Cena's team anymore.
So sad.
Okay.
I would never talk about that again.
Oh, just wait.
Wait
until the night after WrestleMania, and then we'll do.
Hopefully, we won't talk about it.
Roll that horse's carcass next to the validity of John Cena's carcass.
If that ever happens again, we'll be like, "Hey, this happened. We're done."
Next time, we're not even using the fucking
anything.
like stick. We're bringing the matches and the fucking kerosene. We're gonna burn the motherfucker down.
By the way, this is like the second time this year that the WWE have celebrated something for the U.S. involving the military. I think it was Memorial Weekend or something that they were in Canada, and now this time they're doing Veterans Day in the U.K. Like, they need to try and plan those a little more accordingly next time. Just throwing that out there.
Don't bother me. I don't care.
After that, there was the Ambrose video promo, special place in hell for both of us, he says. But I was believing what he was saying, though, Ambrose and stuff like that. He wasn't jokey. He wasn't jokey. He was just sitting there, and he's pretty much said that he's done a lot of bad stuff, and he's not going to apologize for it. And there's just like what Bray Wyatt said on SmackDown. There is a special place in hell for both of us. So yeah. So what do you think? What do y'all think? I don't know what's going on.
This is me doing Dean Ambrose with that fucking pin that he was holding.
Oh. Well, I wasn't paying attention. I kind of was listening to what he said.
A special place in hell for you, Bray Wyatt.
I mean, there wasn't too much
Not
to this
give
promo,
him the satisfaction
to be honest
of
with
ending
you.
me. I'm going to end in
Except
self-destruction.
for the fidgeting stuff, but there wasn't too much, I guess, to it.
Yeah.
saw the pin over.
I mean, it was good delivery from him, at least. So
I thought it was good.
it was like, I'm not gonna. Bray Wyatt's not gonna be able to take me out. I'm gonna go out in my own self-destruction.
Yeah.
So it was interesting.
Then after that, another backstage segment between Ryback and Kane. Kane goes up to Ryback and said, "Welcome to the team." And
Backstage
Kane was
segments on backstage.
yeah, telling him, "Hey, you need to follow my lead." And then Ryback says, "Stay out of my way." So, you can't tell what Ryback what to do. Yeah,
I could.
this was another part of it was weird. I mean, I guess we didn't know what Ryback or what. Well, okay, if he was heel or face since he's gotten back and all that stuff. But I don't know. I guess he wants to be with Team Authority, but he's going to do what he has to do. He's not going to listen to anyone.
He's not gonna take any of your crap.
Yeah, that's about it.
By the way, on the liner notes that I've typed up for Raw, there were probably 2 or 3 more backstage segments that I just didn't want to type out.
Oh, we can talk about it
No,
now
that's fine.
because I didn't know. It
There was
says
just
it.
too many.
Well, there was one with like pretty much all of the guys with Team Authority. What was next? Seth Rollins, but he didn't really disagree with them.
There was also
pretty much
one where it was just Triple H and Stephanie going, "What if? What are we gonna do? What happens if?" And then Triple H was like, "No, don't even
talk
think
about
like
it.
that.
Don't talk about it. Yeah.
Give me a kiss."
Seth Rollins was saying, "Hey, don't listen to Kane. Listen to me." And then only thing Ryback said was like, "I got one target, and that's John Cena. I'm going to destroy him." And then who else came? It was Mark Henry, but I don't remember what Mark said to him. It was like, "Welcome to the team." Oh, he said something about like, "Oh, you're the big guy, huh? Remember when I beat you at WrestleMania?"
Who said that?
Mark Henry.
Oh, that's right, he did.
And then they all had a segment where they're all together, and they're like, "Oh yeah, Ryback doesn't want to listen to us and all that stuff," and like everyone's like, "Yeah," but like the only one he really disagreed with was pretty much Kane. He didn't really disagree or say anything negatively to like Seth Rollins or anything like that. So, and then Triple H was like, "Guys, you get on the same page," and all that stuff. So, yeah, that's all those promos in one thing.
Knocked them all out at once.
Yeah, might as well.
Good stuff.
But after the first promo, there's Paige versus Alicia Fox.
Big pop for Paige.
Yeah, well,
Back in her home country.
Yeah, and Paige defeats Alicia Fox. I don't really remember too much. They did that. What's that? DDT she does. Rampage. That's all I remember.
Mm-hmm. That's about all there was to it. It's a short match.
Yeah.
What cracked me up, I saw the article on Wrestling News Source giving a recap on what happened Raw. He mentioned that the commentators were like, "Oh, Alicia Fox has waited a long time for this," and then he made the mention like they've only been friends for like a month. So I'm like, well, a week compared to a month is it's quite a bit of time. So she waited a whole week to get her hands on Paige. So this friendship lasted so long.
Yeah, they don't know what they're gonna do with all those girls.
Nope.
Next, there's another backstage segment with Stephanie, Lana, and Rusev. Stephanie going to talk to Lana and Rusev about, hey, joining my team. And the whole thing, like, even last week and this week, it just feels so weird. Because I feel like with their characters and stuff, even though I feel like they should be bigger and, like, they shouldn't give a shit of what the authority... it's like, hey, we're all about Vladimir Putin and all that stuff.
Well, that's what she said.
And that's how they were at first until later on they scratched their back and all that stuff. And that's how I felt like it should go. It's like, hey, guess what? They want this heel or this guy on their team. And it's like, yeah, we don't want to be part of it. And that's how it went for the most part, though. And I like that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like how they were sort of like, yeah, we'll think about it.
Yeah.
We do it. We run shit through Putin.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. And I mean, I didn't like how later on how it went, but
isn't the match immediately after this segment?
Rusev, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do the match and then we'll talk about it all.
Well,
together.
Rusev versus.
Before you get into it, I just want to say I'm glad that there's no politics in the WWE.
Yeah.
That makes me happy.
Yeah, me too. Rusev versus Sheamus for the United States Championship. Rusev defeats Sheamus, and I don't remember too much from it. One thing I remember, and it's sort of the same thing from their other match last week or 2 weeks ago, whatever. Rusev gets out of the what do you call it when you get him on the ropes? Yeah, he's like the only one who like, hey, there's like three, and he reverses it or he stops it. That's the only guy I've seen do that.
Yeah, they tried to do a couple of the spots that they did in their match after Raw.
It was repeating. I was like, but
not as good. The match went longer, but
I felt like that first match was better. Rusev defeats Sheamus via countout thanks to the security at Jerry Mercury and Jamie Noble. Then they escort him to the back. And then I guess later on, I don't know if it's after the match or later on the nights, she comes up to him and they're still being wishy-washy, right? And then they're like, listen here, you little hussy. Or is that before?
No, it was the second time she talked to them.
And
another backstage promo.
Yeah. And then they were iffy, and then they're like, yeah, we'll join. But it was kind of like a weak-ass, yeah, we'll join. But I don't know. I felt like...
Well, it felt like they used the reasoning that Mercury and Noble helped him win his match to be like, that was the leverage for him joining the team, which I didn't like the booking of it all because, well, for one, Rusev's already beat Sheamus clean.
Yeah.
For two, Rusev beats everybody clean. He doesn't cheat. He's a heel, but he doesn't cheat to win. I mean, I'm sure he will eventually, or he may have cheated here and there in the past, but he is consistently booked strong to win matches without cheating.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So why make him look weak here, especially after he already beat this guy clean, just to shoehorn him?
Well, what should have happened? It was like, hey, I don't need your security. I can beat him by myself. Why do I need to take the count out or whatever, or something like that?
Because they would have almost like baby-faced him. It's just a weird corner they shouldn't have got themselves into.
And I didn't like that.
He didn't need to be on the team. He could just keep doing his own thing.
Yeah, I agree.
It makes sense why they would want him on the team, but they didn't have to come over there and like try to strong arm him into the team because the booking didn't make sense. It goes against. He is, other than Brock Lesnar, and he's probably the strongest, most consistently booked heel in the company. And that includes Seth Rollins, who's your top guy. I mean, your top heel right now. At least that's how they're presenting him. Mm-hmm. So why make your strongest, most consistently booked heel look like he needs to cheat to win just to shoehorn him on your team? To me, it takes away from all the strong booking. So
I agree with you.
I really didn't like it.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Listen, you little twit. Yeah. I scratched your back. Now you got to scratch mine.
And then
I gave you that title shot.
And after she said you twit, I would think like Lana would like, oh yeah, and then say something and just like bash on Stephanie, and then they'll walk away.
And then a face turn for Rusev.
So you got too much tweener shit going on already with Ryback, but
oh my gosh,
it's just weird.
Ryback. Then they have the neck going on. Miz with Mizdow with Mini Miz.
This was so stupid.
Why? Defeat versus Los Matadores, which they throw in Hornswoggle everywhere, every now and then, so it doesn't surprise me. I don't care. It's the same stuff with Miz and Mizdow we've been seeing. It's still funny, but it's still at the same time, I still feel it's a little weird or whatever. And it's like everybody wants, and they played off of it too during this match. Whenever it's like, oh, they want Mizdow, they were like chanting for Mizdow, and then Miz was like, you want him? And then don't tag him in. Then he tags him in. And then everyone's cheering for him. And then Mizdow automatically tags out. Does a little bit and then tags out. So that's how they got the crowd. And I'll give them that. I did like that. Like, hey, they're still heels. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I mean, I did like the attempt to garner heat off of that, but they still jumped the shark a few weeks ago, and I don't know how to reel it back.
I think adding Hornswoggle into this just killed it.
It's been dead for me for a few weeks already, and I was high on it as it started. I mean,
yeah,
they took it too far. I mean,
is there anything that they can add Hornswoggle to make it better?
Yeah, I mean,
I did like the 3B, with the.
Yeah, I like that too, actually.
Yeah,
but it's not to me, it's not that they like added Hornswoggle and now it's dead for me. For me, it was dead a couple of weeks ago when he crossed the line of doing way too much. I mean,
The voodoo doll,
Yeah.
Seamus thing.
to me, it wasn't Hornswoggle. To me, like I don't mind Hornswoggle. I know they slot him into things here and there, and that's not why I was bothered by this. To me, it's just already sort of like crossed the line for me where I.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, for me, this is personally over for me. I think they need to, do something fast about this. But what can you do?
They can reel it back and make it work for me, but like the reaction, I think the reality is
It's losing for me. It's losing its entertainment value.
for me too, but I think that the reality is that to the wider audience, they love it and they're eating it up, so they're not going to dial it back.
oh yeah.
Which means they're going to keep going big with it, and I'm just going to
hate it or
We're just-
not like it. Just
yeah.
it'll get worse every week, I guess.
We're just two dudes who are going to hate it while
Yep.
like thousands of people love it, and that's
I
just
mean-
how it's going to be.
It's lessening every week, but I still watch it. I mean, I feel like I always keep my eye on Mizdow, to be honest. I don't know why. I just that's what it's for, but I still
Because you can't help but doing it.
yeah,
He's like distracting.
very much so.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, well, there was another backstage segment. You didn't type up, but I'll talk about it. It was Cena talking to Ziggler. Say, hey, I got your back. It's like, hey, also, if you want to jump ship, that's fine. I don't blame you. And then Dolph Ziggler tried to play up, hey, I see eye to eye with you on this one, like this. And it's like, you're a face. You've been a face for a while. I know you're a show off, but you didn't have to add that. Like, hey, I'm on your team. It's not like
Well-
I see eye on this one with you.
Well, see, I at least appreciate that attention to detail because him and Ziggler have a past of like, was it late last year that they were feuding or whatever?
Yeah.
I appreciate that because if you look at the Authority team, we got fucking Rusev and Mark Henry on the same fucking team when they were just at each other's throats like a mere weeks ago.
Yep. Fighting for the pride of
So-
America.
Wow, you make a good point.
So at least Ziggler says, "Hey, look, man, we got our shit, but we're
We've got
fighting for
the
right."
Wow.
But fucking, I keep wanting to call him Putin, but Rusev and Henry got to fucking stand shoulder to shoulder like they weren't trying to kill each other.
I guess I didn't
a couple
think
weeks
about
ago.
that
They're
way.
super
Huh.
best friends now.
Wow,
don't know
yeah,
if
I
you
didn't think
noticed
about
that.
that way.
That's another reason why I didn't like that they put Rusev on the team.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, huh. Did
Yep.
not think about it that way.
Not the best.
And then Triple H comes in like all giddy and stuff. Yeah, dancing. And it's like, hey, man,
Another one bites the dust.
you're banned from ringside, so you cannot do that. And then he sings that and leaves. And then that leads into the next match is Ziggler versus Mark Henry. And I don't remember too much from the match, but it wasn't that long.
It didn't go that long.
It didn't go long, and yeah, Big Show comes out, and he didn't he punch? Or no, it was later on. Never mind.
That was the main event when he was
yeah.
laying out Mercury and Noble with the punches.
That's what I was thinking, but
His knockout punches, I'm sorry, they just look so weak sometimes.
They look fine.
They
At
just-
least he like makes a connection.
he makes connection, but you can tell he's not putting his full force.
Because he
behind
will
it.
fucking knock them
kill
out.
you.
Well, I mean, you want to make it believable.
Well, I will take
Ziggler
like
will take it.
I will take
I personally
Big Show.
would love to just take a soft shot from Big Show as opposed to a full punch.
No. I mean like aesthetically, I will take Big Show throwing a jab as a knockout punch where his fists actually touch their face. Then these fuckers who throw those punches like fucking
Slaps.
slides. Fuckers who will throw a punch that slides over the top of the head, or they open their hand so far back that it looks like they're fucking clasping your neck or whatever. I will take Big Show throwing a jab instead of winding up, as long as he fucking connects. Other than like half the roster.
I did like how when he first hit whoever was first at the end of the match, or at that last match, whenever he it was Jerry Mercury or Jimmy Noble. I did like how he just did
It's just
that
a
punch.
jab. It's
Yeah,
like
it was
bam.
like quick. I was like, damn, I like that though. But
That's fine. I mean, he's fucking dude. He's got legit boxing background.
I
If
know.
he hits
I
you-
know he's got
Really?
his fist the size of my head, so
If Big Show really fucking hit you, you're going down.
he would kill me
crush
in like
you.
one shot if he attempted it. He
You're
could
not fucking getting up.
he could kill me.
I want
I'm
to
not
see him
gonna
squash
He
a
could kill us
watermelon.
all. He could kill all three of us.
Oh
could.
fuck yeah!
There's not a damn
just-
thing we could do.
he
If
could
he
line
came in
us
through
up.
that door right now, pissed as all hell, there is nothing that we could do to stop him.
Tase
He
him.
can line us up single
him.
file. He
No,
can line
do
us.
you have a taser with you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
You have a taser.
You have a taser on you?
Well,
Let's
not
see
here.
it.
You
So
really
if
have a
Big Show
taser?
came in this door right now, you could stop him with a taser?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think Big Show can line us up single file, punch the first guy, and our heads would ricochet back into the others and knock us all three.
Brass
Whoever's
knuckles
in the
and
middle
tasers.
of that, his head's gonna be gone.
Yeah.
It'd be
But yeah.
dead. Just
I like
nothing.
to see though. Well, I want
That'd
to
be
see.
terrible.
I'd like to see you play with that laser fucking. What is it called?
Taser.
Taser. I want to see. Yeah, let's see.
They
let's
make
see you
brass
shock-
knuckles with a taser on the end.
Yeah.
I want one of those.
What? Who are you gonna?
What are
punch
you
them?
gonna punch and tase at the same time?
Noah.
Okay, I could see that.
uh,
I'd give
So,
you.
yeah,
I'd actually. I'd
All right,
contribute to some of
I'll
that.
contribute 20 to that
Yeah.
cost.
Find out how much they are. We'll put in a couple bucks.
I can't believe Noah didn't call in to leave us a fucking message for our
That
200th
asshole.
episode.
he doesn't know it's the 200th episode.
Well,
Well,
fuck him,
you
man.
call him right now and tell this motherfucker we are
we'll
celebrating
get him at the end of the
200
show. Okay?
episodes.
Not in the middle of the Raw. At the end of the show, we'll call Noah. We'll get him on
Celebration.
here, and then we'll talk to him and see if he's, doing stuff. So yeah, Big Show comes out and he hits Mark Henry, right? And then that's what causes the
Celebrate.
or what caused the disqualification? Is there
Alright.
DQ? What causes it? I forgot.
I don't remember, but
Yeah.
the disqualification came before Big Show came out, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was
Oh,
he was there
okay.
to back up Ziggler
And then
and say, "Hey, little buddy."
yeah, he helps him, and they leave, and it's all good.
Well, first he announces that he is joining.
Oh
Team
yeah, he
Cena.
joins. Hey buddy, I'm joining Team Cena.
Yeah, you want to run from me? You want to run? Well, guess what? At Survivor Series, you ain't running
I'm
nowhere.
on Team Cena, you fucker.
I will bitch slap you.
Bitch slap you. Then after this, we have a promo from
What?
huh? Yeah.
Another promo?
Dude, okay, so where did you see this? Am I like blind? This guy to me did not look like Xavier Woods. And where the hell was Kofi?
It was Xavier Woods the
Kofi.
first time.
And
The
then
second one was Kofi Kingston.
There were two separate ones.
The first one did. This guy, Xavier looks different to me. I swear he does.
Oh, he put his hair back.
Yeah, but I don't know. I guess because he's shaved. That's what.
Yeah, that too.
Because that's what throws me off, and his hair's back too. I was like, because at first I was like, before this, when they first showed it, like, was it last week or 2 weeks? I was like, who's
Last
this
week.
guy?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it looks cool. And then
Day is
and then I don't remember one with Kofi. I didn't see that one.
Yeah.
Second one.
Yeah, there was a second
Or
one.
on here it says Kofi King 69ston.
69ston.
Yeah.
Are you trying to figure that out? He's just fucking with you.
Boom.
Did you think that was a reference?
No, he put
He's
the-
like, it says Kofi 69.
King 69ston.
yeah.
You read that like Ron Burgundy, like I'm Ron, Burgundy? It says Kofi King 69.
Damn it, who put the 69 in there?
So I guess the Woods, Kingston.
Paying you back for all the times you type shit while he was
I don't
trying-
care. I'll read it. I'm not like him who will like delete it and like stop. Hey, I'm gonna fucking read the 69 or
basic-
8 penis
But
boobs.
he's basically whipping his dick out and being like, that's how good I am. I just ignore you and keep rolling. You're like bothered by it.
I'm not bothered. I'll read your dick or whatever.
Or I'll read your dick. I'll read your dick or whatever.
Are you a psychic? Are you a dick psychic?
Yes. I was scared.
Completely off topic.
He's gonna give you a palm reading.
Yes. Completely off topic. Before Raw last night, my girlfriend and I were watching.
Got a hinge up.
We were watching Family Feud. And one of the family's last names was Dix. It was pretty fun. And they ended up winning. The Dix won.
Plural.
Dicks one?
Yes, Dicks.
Damn, they all have dicks.
And it was all women, too. Bunch of dicks.
So Woods Kingston Big E stable happening? Yeah. Didn't
Looks like it.
one of y'all told me like they're doing that
surprised
on like
to see Big E in it next week.
yeah. I guess he'll be in one of the you're gonna take advantage of this.
Yep.
I guess he's gonna be in one of the promos. No, I'm not gonna read everything. Okay, I'll
I'm
read
sure
it.
he'll be on one next week.
Yeah. I forgot what I was gonna say.
We're back to normal next week.
Yeah.
The leading 69s and meows and 8 penis boobs.
You're
and
gonna read it when I put it there.
when
I put it there.
This is your show. You run it the way you want.
Yeah.
Episode 200.
Okay. And after that, we had AJ Lee versus Brie Bella with Nikki Bella in her corner.
Very short
And
match.
Doug has to pee.
Very short match.
Yeah, very short match. I don't know. I'm still.
Is it me, or has this month of servitude just been completely pointless?
Yeah, it is like their facial expressions. Like one thing, whenever she was going to fight her, and like she whispered something in her ear, and it was like she should be like, no, but she was like roll her eyes
Well, if she
up.
says
like,
no, she has to quit.
Oh, well, or give the expression that you're struggling. Hey, you don't want to do this. She
Yeah.
was like, pretty much
I'm not gonna reach
okay.
between her legs. Come on, now. Do it.
I don't know. I don't really remember. I just know that AJ Lee wins, Nikki attacks, and we're done. I don't fucking know. And I know that Nikki had short shorts,
Short shorts.
and Brie Bella had the long shorts.
One thing that cracked me up is like Nikki had like her little leather jacket and her spiked hat over there, and like she was trying to like raise her hands up, like, "What? Look how badass I am! What? What y'all gonna do? I control my sister, yo! What?" I'm like, you're like the female version of like if Justin Bieber were there.
Oh,
That's the honest to God feeling that I had watching her do that.
Yeah.
I'm like, you were making a complete tool of yourself.
yeah.
What?
What? And then that's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it.
And then after that, we had Tyson fucking Kidd defeat
What?
Adam Rose. I'm just reading what you're typing on here.
I'm
so.
not typing anything. What
Yeah.
are you talking about?
So Tyson Kidd defeats Adam Rose. But okay, so
Bunny.
the bunny
The
is
bunny.
doing stuff to piss off Adam Rose.
Bunny is getting focus still.
More focused than Adam Rose.
Yes.
That's bad. You know, because
So,
he gets focused on the JBL and Cole show. They'll talk about, and it's like it's more than Adam Rose.
That's why Adam Rose and the Bunny are getting focused on Raw.
JBL and Cole show.
Yes, because JBL and Cole are buddies with them now. Anyone who shows up on the JBL and Cole show, they start getting.
But the bunny is, from what I've seen, haven't seen anything recently, but the things I've seen, it's just the bunny. It's not too much of Adam Rose. So I guess they're thinking, hey, let's turn Adam Rose heel, and maybe that'll get more focus. I don't know. Like, they shouldn't have a bunny that's on the
It's like
roster.
turn him
again.
heel and then get rid of the Exotic Express altogether. Totally
I feel
fine with
like
that.
he's going to I mean, I could be wrong unless his heel side brings something different. He's going to be a heel, and then he's going to fade into oblivion and back into NXT.
Yep. Probably.
And, like,
is the gimmick that was rushed too soon?
Yes.
The only thing that got popular was the music.
from what I understand, I believe, and I could be wrong, people can correct me or
You're
whatever,
so
but
wrong.
I thought the Leo Kruger character was more over than this.
I never got
Not
to
the
see any
music.
of his
I didn't get
work
to see
on
it, but from what people were saying.
Yeah.
But, and people were
I know
like,
there was a
no,
big
Adam Rose is
backlash.
more over and all that stuff. But no.
There was a
The
big
theme-
backlash whenever he changed to Adam Rose.
Really?
Yeah.
In
Everyone
NXT?
was like, this is not right. We want Leo Kruger.
Damn.
No.
They want to change it up. But, like, what I was saying, though, it's like, people are like, no, if Adam Rose over more, like, no, it's just the theme, it's just the bunny, the people, those, well, not the people, the theme that coming out, doing all that stuff is over, and people singing the song is over.
Yep.
But whatever. But what did he do to Bunny? He kicked him in the gut.
Yep.
Kicked him in the gut, in the butt.
You cost me the match, Bunny.
That's fake.
Yeah.
Go back to Leo Kruger or whatever.
You're being a lemon. and
Yeah,
not a
whatever. But
rosebud.
he made an impression, I guess, because he made it into the game. I mean, the bunny's gonna make it into the game, but as the entrance part, not the creatable character.
Thank
but how much
God.
you want to bet And the creative part.
There'll be DLC. Someone's gonna make
I don't know
it.
if it's going to be a DLC.
Well,
it's
like,
probably
it's gonna
going to
be
be
one of the
like
created content.
created content on there. Like, hey, you can create the bunny. We have the
that you
bunny
can
head.
download.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, guess what? The bunny's
Content
awesome.
that is downloadable.
Fucking cares. Then after that, we have another video promo.
Woo!
Bray Wyatt. I don't remember all the stuff he said. Do you remember?
Not really. I think I was coming out of the shower whenever he was talking about that.
Okay.
I didn't get to hear all of it.
Me either. Do you remember the Bray Wyatt promo? Anything about it, Doug? I don't.
It was standard Bray Wyatt stuff.
If you go this way and follow me, then I will lead you to
He was saying stuff about like,
But if you go this way, you're gonna burn.
Ambrose's dad's in prison, and he's just like Ambrose is just like Wyatt, so follow him, you know.
And the buzzards. That's like the new. That's the new thing now. It's not the chip. It's the bar.
Yeah. Then after that, we finally have the main event.
Damn, y'all went right through that shit.
Yeah. John Cena versus Ryback. And we had.
Oh, it should be mentioned that during the Tyson Kidd match, what was it? Eric Rowan came out.
Yeah, that was random. And then he comes out and it's like, she's not here. And then he leaves.
He's talking about what's her name?
Natalia.
Renee.
Or Renee.
You remember last week when he was trolling Renee's hair or whatever when she tried to interview him?
Pretty.
You're so pretty.
Why the fuck would she be out there? She's never out there.
Maybe he was looking for Natalia. Maybe he's got a thing for blondes.
I'm such an asshole. Lawson, like, you know, I had to delete it, not because I take it back. I take it back because it was insensitive, but I tweeted on our account to Natalia and TJ. I was like,
I saw that.
I said, I heard that Grumpy Cat's coming for Gizmo. You better call Mr. Money for backup. But I forgot that Gizmo was the one that died. And then they had to get the new one. And I was like, and I put the same thing on Facebook just because I thought it was funny. And then Lawson was like, I think Gizmo's the ones that got put down. The new one's King Louie or whatever. I was like, oh fuck, you're right. I had to like go and delete it. So,
Cried.
Natalia, Tyson
She didn't even
Kidd,
see it. Don't worry about it.
you're not listening to this, and you probably didn't even see it. But I'm sorry anyway. I wasn't trying to remind you of your cat.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Gizmo, you ugly little fuck.
Those cats are so
You ugly little
I'm
fuck.
sorry. I don't have a problem if you're a cat person. If you like cats, those are some ugly cats.
I like cats. I just don't like those cats.
Yeah, those are
Fucking ugly.
cats.
Then, okay, yeah, main event, Cena versus Ryback.
Their eyes are always like going that way.
Grumpy. There's a DQ. Team Authority was out there the whole time, and
Kane got all upset.
yeah, blah blah.
Emotions
blah.
ran hot, and
Everyone gets in the ring, they
Kane
fight,
pun ran hot.
blah blah blah.
Fire.
And then, Ryback turns on Seth Rollins. He hits Seth Rollins, and then after everyone fights and he gets to the ring and it hits Kane and all that stuff, everyone's cheering for him. This is so fucking confusing. Like the whole Raw with him, it's like, okay, when he first came back, you don't know what he is. You know, everyone's cheering for him. And then, hey, guess what? You think he's going to be on... I kind of had a feeling he would be face and be on Cena's team. But no, he hits Cena. He wants to be on Team Authority, but he doesn't, he gets annoyed by Kane. And then he hits all those guys, beats them up. And then he leaves. And, like, what the fuck?
Well, the thing for me is when Ryback originally came back, he got a big reception, was cheered up by all the crowds, He had that backstage segment featured on WWE.com where he was like, I realize the mistakes that I've made. I don't want to be that guy anymore, so I'm going to be the good guy that you all know and love. Next week, he goes out, faces good guys. I didn't catch SmackDown last week, so I don't know who he faced, but I know this week he's all of a sudden, like, switching it up, and they're like, well, we don't know what side he's going to side on, and I get it. You got to look out for your career as opposed to doing the right thing sometimes or whatever. But it seemed like he's just like, oh, I'm siding with you. So I guess I'm a bad guy now, but don't tell me what to do. Otherwise, I'm going against you.
I don't know what they're going to do with him. It's confusing.
Just didn't buy into it for me personally.
Yeah. Didn't, Cena clap for him at the end or something? Or
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck's going on here?
Well, I think they're going to tease it like
Right.
you expect him to end up on Cena's team anyway, but it's probably going to end up being Orton anyway. It's sort of like the red herring for Orton or whatever. Like, Cena's got a slot on his team. You expect it to be Ryback because he turned on the Authority anyway, but it's probably actually going to end up being Orton. And Ryback's just going to be a tweener, which is weird because I just felt like they rushed a bunch of programming in like 1 week. They're like, okay, he's a babyface. No, he's a heel. No, fuck everybody. He's a tweener. But the thing that sort of bugged me about it is he was, as soon as he got back, he was crazy over as a babyface.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why they feel the need to not let the guys who are going to get organically cheered be babyfaces. You know what I mean?
It's because they're silly.
I don't know. Like, why waste the effort of forcing people down the audience's throats that they don't want to cheer and then turn a guy who they do want to cheer? I don't know. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Like, you would think it would be beneficial to go with the flow a little more. I don't know. I mean, you have to be open to change in case they don't receive someone the way you expect. But, I mean, I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Then then after that,
Luke Harper's a team player.
yeah. But okay, is it me? That wasn't Luke Harper's voice. Was that
He's
Luke
like
Harper's
doing
voice? That sounds like Wyatt.
He was doing like an accent. It felt like
I'm a team player.
Yeah.
I swear, I thought that was Wyatt.
I felt like he was like throwing his voice. You know what I mean? What did you think, Daniel? He was just making a weird accent.
Yeah, I thought that you threw a little accent into
Yeah.
it, but you know,
I thought it was just accent.
I gotta hear it again because I swear I was like, "Holy shit!" That sounded like Wyatt.
This guy knew Diggs though.
For I am a team player now.
Yes, but. And that is the end of Raw
For episode 200 of the WNS podcast.
Yay!
For all
Now
information, go to Wrestling
we
News
are
Network.
going into hot topics.
Hot topics.
So next week on Raw, Grumpy Cat is hosting.
What do you think he's gonna do?
It
Look
has to be some
grumpy.
interaction with TJ and Tyson Kidd and Natalia. There has to be some.
One would hope.
Yeah. Then it's like, who else are you gonna have that does goofy stuff with like the guest? The Bellas are not because they're
Probably going to be
Hills.
Adam Rose, and he's going
I don't
to
know.
look at the bunny and be all pissed. And
That was fucking weird.
But like, how's he gonna host? Like, some person's gonna bring him out. And it's like, I don't know.
Do you know that cat's a girl? I
Yep.
just found that out today.
Huh?
I thought it was a boy cat.
mm-hmm.
I think they're making a movie about that cat.
I
God.
guess he's not.
On
gonna do that.
Nickelodeon.
I'm not
Grumpy
watching
cat.
that shit.
I don't know. There's a
One
meme.
Grumpy ass cat.
There's a meme I have on my phone. Well, it was on my other SD card. It had the Grumpy Cat picture, and it says, "The friend." This
Suck
is the
on my dick.
What?
That's what it says.
No.
Get that pussy on this dick.
It says.
It says I'm mad because no one's sucking on this dick.
You can
Oh,
make
she's
that
a girl. I forgot. I just found that out.
It says, "This is the face I make when someone texts me. I get a text when someone's in the same room as me, or something like this." So I sent that to Noah because I assumed that'll be like Noah when you send him a text in the room. He's like, "Why you send me a text?"
I only have X amount of text.
Now unlimited, but he won't tell anyone.
Unlimited.
You got unlimited?
No, I don't know. I'm just.
Didn't you say that?
I don't remember. Maybe.
You told me that a while back that he got unlimited texting and he just didn't want anyone to know.
I
Why
don't
would you not
remember
want
that.
someone to know if you
I
have
don't remember that.
I guess to keep people from texting him.
Then why buy unlimited text?
I don't know if that's true. I don't remember saying that.
I could have sworn
I
you
don't
did.
fucking know.
We can
I'm
get
worried-
Noah on the phone and
We
wonder
will-
why
at
we
the
don't
end-
have
at
a
the
special.
end-
We will
200th
inquire.
episode
We
message.
we'll call him. We'll get him on this
Get
bitch.
him on now.
I'm worried about Noah. He's so uptight about so many things. I think he's gonna have a heart attack at an early tight butthole.
Yeah, tight butthole.
The tight
Very
butthole's a
tight
good
butthole.
thing.
Oh,
It's
really?
a loose butthole.
Oh, loose butthole's back. I get those confused, man.
No, his is super tight. It's too tight.
Okay.
Too tight butthole.
And
Extremely tight.
Too tight MF butthole.
WWE 2K15 news with their very own Tyler. If you're not, I'm
Take it
talking.
away, Tyler.
Okay.
Badass.
Not too much. They officially announced what I said last week about You know, with the superstars, you can change their clothes and stuff like that. They had articles today about it. But I think the way I found out, I think there was a leaked video last week. I'm going to have so much fun with that mode. I don't know what you can or can't do. Like, take Rey Mysterio's mask off. I kind of doubt that.
I doubt it.
Like,
I feel like the one thing you can't change.
Yeah, probably so. Like, I'm going to, like, I don't know, it's not gonna be that crazy, but like, hey, guess what? John Cena's not gonna wear jean shorts. He's gonna wear a singlet, and he's not gonna wear those wristbands. And I don't know. I wonder if you could put luchador masks on people. Like, guess what? Undertaker has a luchador mask, and I don't know. Just maybe some cool attires that we're gonna come up with. So yeah, and what was some other things we talked about? I mean, we're a week away.
Entrances,
Super
creator
pumped.
arenas and all that.
Yeah. They also announced part of that page with
You're talking about like the changing the outfits thing. It reminded me of today. Earlier today, the episode of regular show was on where Mordecai was going to what's her name's house? What's the Redbird?
I forgot her name, but I know what you're talking about.
He goes to meet her. It's like a family party or whatever. And it's like when he has the cannonball contest with her dad, and he gives him the Speedo to wear or whatever.
I haven't seen that one.
It's pretty.
It's
like when they first start dating.
Oh, okay.
And so he goes to meet the family and has to earn the respect of the dad. And so he's like, "Well, you can."
Well, they're like, "Why don't you swim?" He's like, "I didn't bring a suit," and the dad was like, "You can borrow one of mine." And he gives him a Speedo, and he's like, "I'm not wearing that." He's like, "What are you two like? I don't know, two something to wear the Speedo." So he wears it out like in front of the whole family, like with his ass hanging out and everything. And they're like, "What the fuck are you wearing?" And the dad's like, "I tried to get him not to wear it." It's weird. The classic.
He like goats him into doing it, and then he's like, "Oh, I didn't. I don't know. I tried to tell him not to."
They also, what they say about in 2K15, they were unable to support new versions of Creator Arena, Custom Divas, Creative Championship, and Story Designer. They said this decision was extremely difficult, but a necessary one in order to deliver a more focused and polished game. So those features are kind of the same stuff as last year, nothing new. So, but I don't. Let me see. What was one thing I touched? Maybe I did Create Arena one time. And I was like, I'm just done with that. And then I did the championship once. But out of all those features, I could probably do the create a belt more than once. But other than that, I'm fine. So, yeah. And 1 week. So I'm pumped because that Tuesday, the Wednesday afterwards, I will be off work for 5 hours. I gotta get my teeth cleaned. After that, I'm gonna play that game for a while. So hell yeah.
And then we'll set up a Twitch account on your PlayStation.
Yeah, because he wants to set up a Twitch account because he wants to see all the stuff I do.
I have
and
it set up. I just want to get you,
talking and showing all these people. Like,
yeah.
I think that'll be entertaining. People may or may not enjoy it because I enjoy doing all that stuff, and then plus that feature on top of it where like you can change their attire. Hey, guess what? Some of the wrestlers are gonna look cool or fucking stupid.
Because I think if you do it 1 or 2 nights a week, I can do it a night or two, and Doug, even if you want to get on it, we can hook you up with it, and
hook you up with a new car.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, I mean, I'm pumped. I got Assassin's Creed Unity today. I haven't played it yet, but and then I bought that today. Got the season pass. I paid off WWE 2K15 today, and I'll get the season pass later on. And I also paid off Smash Brothers. So.
Nice.
So I'm good to go.
Cool.
And that is it for WWE 2K15 news.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And next, it says WWE and Alberto Del fucking Rio.
Alberto El Patron.
Have reached a mutual understanding. Rey Mysterio declines offer to return to WWE to pursue other opportunities. So, reached a mutual understanding for what?
Well, they were trying to hold him under a no-compete clause after he got fired, and he was like, "Fuck you guys, it's my constitutional right to fucking work. You can't keep me from working."
But he did that show, that AAA show, right?
That was in Mexico.
Also, Rey Mysterio did it too.
No, he was.
I thought
after the show, it wasn't televised. He sent a
video
message.
Oh.
But basically, they just said, okay, fine, go do your thing. Just don't talk shit on us in the media, and we won't talk shit on you in the media.
And we won't sue you.
Yeah, and we won't sue you, and you can't sue us. They're just like, you do your thing, we'll do ours.
I've never heard of that. Like getting all that. What was it? 100-day no complete.
Well,
nope.
90 days.
It's normally
90
90 days, but they were looking to put him towards a year or something like that. It was, yeah, so that's what the whole tizzy was about.
Yeah.
It was like,
Wow.
okay, I could do 90 days, but you can't keep me from doing my job
Just
for
how
a
I
year.
make my livelihood. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So crazy.
And Rey Mysterio declines offer to return to pursue other opportunities.
Yeah.
From what I read, he doesn't want to do any more wrestling.
Well, if he does, he wants to do it somewhere else. He doesn't want to do it in WWE anymore.
He wants to do like movies in Mexico and stuff like that.
Yeah, maybe some acting gigs and this and that.
I've been watching Lucha Underground.
No, what channel is that on? I want to.
I got about 10 minutes into episode 2, and I don't know. I don't know if it's the presentation of it or what. I just couldn't really get into it that much.
What
like
was it on?
On the El Rey. I don't know what fucking channel
I guess
it
I
is.
have that. I don't know.
I have it on.
It comes on Wednesdays, right?
I have it programmed to record, and I tried to get into it, and I was like, well, I need to like sit down and just sit through an episode or something. But
I like it. I think it's a fun show.
yeah,
I want to watch it. I think it's every Wednesday, right? So it comes out tomorrow.
it just feels a little too heavily edited for my liking.
It is super produced. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like it's shot differently, and I think.
Hey,
that's
let's
kinda-
get a referee out there. Okay, here's a referee. I don't know.
How does Matt Striker and Vampiro do on commentary?
Striker's pretty solid. Vampiro sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah. Who else? They have that. I know
Johnny Mundo.
Johnny Mundo, John Morrison. They have Ricochet as Prince Puma,
Matt Cross is in there.
Matt Cross.
Son of Havoc.
Ezekiel Jackson's in there.
Really?
Yeah,
Big Rick.
Big Rick.
And then Blue
He comes
Demon
out smoking
Jr.
a cigar. That cracked me up on episode 2. It's like he comes out and he's like, I'm the big man, blah blah blah. He's like talking all this smack, and then I forgot who it was, but I think it was Johnny Mundo who comes in and like Big Rick runs away. And he goes and stands up at the stairs and sits down and starts.
Well, they
puffing on
started
cigar.
a match. They were like Prince Puma and Mundo tagged against whatever Lil Cholo's name is and whatever Ricky Reyes' name is, and I can't remember what they're like the smaller gangsters, not Big Rick.
Yeah.
Who are with Dario Cuetas or however you say his name,
Mm-hmm.
who is really fucking good. Have you seen like skits of him? It's shot like it's got like a very like cinematic feel. It's like you can tell it's like shot like by people who do movies and shit.
Yeah,
I
soap
like it. I think
opera.
it's a cool. I think it's like a cool change of.
Yeah, I
pace.
need to catch it. I have not.
And that authority figure guy, he's not a wrestling guy. He's an actor, but he's real good at what he does.
Really? I know. What does Conan do?
He is Prince Puma's like mentor / trainer.
See, I don't know too much about Vampiro though. I know of him. I never really watched WCW or whatever, and I saw when he was in that MTV wrestling show.
He was a big Wrestling Society X.
Yeah,
This,
Society X.
like this, Lucha Underground is sort of like Wrestling Society X, but like with a lot more like substance and a lot more style to it. It's like less like crazy over the top shit, but like as stylish. I don't know. It's got like a cool feel to it. Daniel said it's too much for him, but I like it.
I mean, I'd like to give it another shot, but I just remember sitting down, watching a few minutes. I was like, not really my thing right now.
I don't know if it's good, but it's certainly fun, and it's like a different type of watch than watching WWE. It looks different.
Yeah, it's definitely presented differently.
It's presented different.
Cool. I can't wait, and I keep on
It's
saying
only an hour. It's like a fucking quick watch.
well, I definitely want to watch it. Like I thought, because I went on the website today, because a lot of websites I went to, there's a lot of ads for it, and I thought they said it's every Wednesday, and I'm gonna catch it. If it is, I'm gonna catch it tomorrow because I've been meaning to catch it. I just haven't.
I tried to reach out to them to see if they'd be interested in doing any interviews or bookings or anything like that.
You got nothing.
Nothing so far.
Well, they might not have those guys under their thumb because they tape it like all at one time, or they
Yeah.
tape like several months or at a time.
But the roster doesn't look that big from what I've seen on the
Well,
internet.
they're circling guys in and out. They have like
okay.
They have like Ricky Banderas as Mil Muertes or something. He wrestled Blue Demon Jr. in the second one. You know what I'm talking about?
Was he part of the What's his name again? Say his name again.
Ricky Banderas. He was
part of Wrestling Society X.
Yes, and
Yeah.
he was in TNA for a little bit as what's his name? God, what was his name in TNA?
Oh, was that the dude with the?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember.
God, what is his name?
He had a feud with Abyss and Sting. I can't think of his name.
He's
but
a
was
triple A
big.
guy. He's a triple A guy.
He was a big guy. I liked him.
It's bugging me. What's his name?
Ricky
Ricky Banderas is his real name, but I can't remember what his.
Yeah, I
triple A
can't
is.
remember. I did like him in TNA for the short time he was in there. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I'm gonna try to catch that and talk about it.
Cool.
Okay, another hot topic. Jim Ross to call GF
Macias. Judas Macias and El Macias. God.
Judas Macias. That was it. Yes. And New Japan Pro Wrestling, Wrestle Kingdom 9 in January. So that's interesting.
Global Force Wrestling, Jeff Jarrett stuff they're putting on.
So that's together. Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be like a big pay-per-view event.
They're presenting it in the United States.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
It's like Global Force Wrestling did all the work to get it cleared to air in the U.S. And
I never thought that Jim Ross would do something like that. I mean, I know he has like a podcast, right? Or he has like his own show, but I never thought he would call.
One guy.
I never thought he would call another wrestling show.
Hey, man.
I've been seeing statements he's been making all fucking day where he's like, glad to call pro wrestling again.
Yep.
Like I'm ready to blah blah blah.
Because he called like a boxing match and an MMA fight a time or two.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
But he was saying like I'm excited to call pro wrestling again instead of sports entertainment. He was saying shit like that.
Oh wow. Cool.
Nice.
Cool. All right, we are done with hot topics.
Also, in the process, I also reached out to Global Force Wrestling to see if they want to do interviews as well. I did that earlier today, so who knows? Fingers crossed.
Well, the thing
on that.
about them is that it's only Jeff or Karen because they don't.
Hey, that's totally fine. I'd like to interview Jeff.
What I'm saying is they don't have like a roster like right now, or
Yeah.
they may never. They may just be like a governing body.
Hey, anything to get the word out.
I mean, the only people they've sort of are trying to make contacts with in the U.S. so far, from what I hear, is Ring of Honor, which we already sort of like touched base with those guys. So it's not like we can interview any of the New Japan guys. We don't fucking speak Japanese.
AJ Styles.
Yeah.
Never say never. It could happen. So yeah. So there you go.
Fucking Kenny Omega, Kenny the Cleaner. You see that Kenny Omega joining Bullet Club shit from this,
Really?
Yeah. They like put him. He's like debuted as at that most recent New Japan show. What was it fucking called? As Kenny the Cleaner. He's like their junior heavyweight guy to clear out. He has like this fucking. He's got like the 5 o'clock shadow like razor, and he had the toothpick, and he's got his hair like this. He's got the leather jacket, and it's got the you know how they all have T-shirts that have the Bullet Club logo, but with their names and shit. Like Young Bucks have the Bullet Club, but it says like Super Kick Party and shit. Well, he's got like a leather jacket, and it has the Bullet Club logo, and it says Kenny the Cleaner on it or whatever.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he looks cool. I don't know.
Yeah, check that out.
Nice.
Now we're going to Q&A. Our questions and your answers. What? What'd I say? Our questions. Fuck it. Your questions, our answers.
There you go.
Hey, let's do that next time where we have the opposite. Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be interesting, right?
Our
Whatever.
questions and their answers.
Yeah.
They respond to us.
Yeah.
We'll probably get like 2 responses.
Okay. This one, the first guy is coming from our boy Thomas. Drop it low, son.
Drop it low, son. Drop it low, son.
All right, that feels good.
Hearing it in stereo like that?
No, just me saying it, and boom, then it goes. Because I'm in the.
Are you enjoying the captain's chair?
I am.
Cause
I'm not that great at it.
Because normally,
but
whenever
it's fun.
I'm sitting down, every once in a while I'll stand back up and sit back down. You've been sitting the whole time.
Yeah, I enjoy
I
it.
said all the time too. You pulled up a chair last time.
I did.
I
That
am,
was wrong.
like I said, I'm enjoying this. I suck at it, but I'm enjoying it. Hey guys, first of all, huge congratulations on hitting the 200 episode. I've been fortunate enough to be here since the early days, and this is blurry, sorry, and it's been awesome to roll with you guys over the past 4 years. With that being said, on to a medley of questions for the 200th episode. You want me to read all of them, and then or just do each one at a time?
Hey,
Okay.
You're running the show.
Yeah, we'll do one at a time.
One at a time.
Each covering different topic which you've discussed over the past number of years.
One at a time.
Okay. Firstly, with this being a wrestling podcast, we are going to talk about professional wrestling when looking back when the podcast started. WWE was quite a different place. Guys like Edge were riding high, while folk like Daniel Bryan had only started to get popular with WWE fans. My first question is, do you consider the change in WWE since December 2010 to be overall for the better or worse?
For the better. I think they've opened up sort of, as far as their recruitment goes, I think they've made a change for the positive. It is going to
leaps
benefit
and
them.
bounds.
They are more willing to accept guys that come from outside of their system, and while they still they sort of still indoctrinate these guys into their own system with NXT. NXT feels like a fresher, more organic way of a guy coming into a company than like how OVW and FCW was.
Yeah.
And so I think their openness to accept some of these guys who they've written off in the past, and I think sort of that's going to be a larger benefit to them. I think the network is going to be a big benefit to them. It's rocky now, but I think it's just because they're laying the pipe. Like they're sort of ahead of the game, so there's going to be bumps along the way, you know. So, but I think that's a big, like, I mean, we're already seeing stuff like WWE Live is talking about doing this shit, and they're on a much smaller scale. There's even rumors of New Japan maybe doing like this. Shit,
Wow.
especially with all this expansion in the U.S. WWE did it first, and they have undoubtedly fucked it up along the way. But that's what comes with being a pioneer. Like you're the one who makes the mistakes that
you
everyone
set the trail and learn from your mistakes and improve it. And
sure,
WWE is at the top of the wrestling food chain, so they're inevitably going to make the improvements necessary to make it even better.
So
budget
not kissing their ass. There is much due criticism to them, but they're the ones who are in the position to make the fucking mistakes. And everyone else is going to learn
They
from
can
their
lose the money.
They can hit it. They can take a financial
They
hit.
took a big fucking
and still
hit.
recover. Whereas some companies, it's all or nothing.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you get this hit, you're dead. No, they took a big fucking hit and they're still going.
I mean, they're making changes now, and they have made changes post 2010 that are positive and for the better, and are going to continue to benefit them in the future. Am I in love with the product right here, right now? No, I'm not. But I think there is merits to stuff they're doing. There are things here and there that I'm excited about.
And the future looks promising.
Sure.
Yeah. Also, part of the first question is, and what do you think the Fed will be in like 4 years' time?
Who knows?
Yeah. I mean, that's a tough one to answer, but
I don't know. It is because there's a lot of people that they bring up too. That get, I mean, that's you're gonna have that every time that it's not gonna make it. But they seem like they bring up a lot of people with, hey, we got these gimmicks or these weird things that we feel like they're not gonna last long, but they have these promising guys that are coming in that are going to be the future of the company too. So
in NXT right now.
Well, I mean, they don't have 100% success rate.
Yeah,
I mean,
they don't.
For every Wyatt and Shield, you got your Adam Roses and your whatever, but they at least have a plan for these guys coming in. They just didn't fucking chunk them there.
Yeah.
Largely, I mean, they sort of chunked Xavier Woods, and they didn't really have a plan for him. But,
yeah, they didn't at all.
But I think more interesting to me than just personnel is I think we're going to see a shift in the way they book. And as far as something's got to give with these pay-per-views, and I think we're already sort of seeing some trends of them not giving satisfying ends to pay-per-views.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're going to sort of that may be the trend going forward. You may not get the satisfying ends. They may lead you back into TV, like with booking wise, and who knows if, especially with the network not being the success, or at least them not having the number of subscribers that they wanted to yet, I think we're likely to see them say, okay, you're going to get this pay-per-view and this pay-per-view and this pay-per-view, but if you want Mania, you're going to pay an extra $15 that month or something like that. And So I think like the way they're going to book these shows and what's going to happen on the shows is going to change in the coming years. So that is, I think, the real thing to look forward to. Like, how is TV going to play into the special events? How the special events going to play back into TV?
Yeah.
That's sort of the. Who fucking knows? I don't know. It's
hard
going
to
be
tell.
weird. Yeah.
No one knows the future.
But we shall see.
Okay, second question.
Secondly,
On to one of my favorite concepts, hypothetical questions.
all right.
It's a simple one, really, but it's divided rooms when asked. 2 buttons are in front of you. Pressing one will give you $100,000. While pressing the other one, you get a 50-50 chance of $500,000. Which one would you pick?
100,000, no doubt.
100,000.
Yeah,
No fucking
Given
question.
my luck, I would click the other end.
because
and get
it's a
No
sure
fucking
it's a
question.
sure thing to get
Yep.
the 100,000.
No
I mean-
fucking question. 100,000 all fucking day.
Yeah.
Would you rather have nothing, 100,000 guaranteed, or the chance of 500,000?
100,000, especially because it's not your work to get it,
Mm-hmm.
and you're not invested into it. It's just like, do you want a sure $100,000, or
Yeah.
do you maybe want to have $500,000?
Right.
Give me the fucking sure 100Gs all day long.
Now give me 3 pushes. Give me 3 chances, and I'll hit the first 2 on the 50-50,
button-
and the third one on the 100 grand.
Someone rigged up that button. It doesn't. There's no 50-50 chance. It's like a
That's
0
fine.
chance.
Like, would you rather want a chance of 1.5 mil, or would you just take 300,000 guaranteed? Like, if you were given 3 chances, you say you can press, the buttons a total of 3 times. Would you go 100,000, 100,000, 100,000, or would you mix it up a little bit?
Oh, I don't know. I'm guaranteed money all day. Give me the guaranteed.
Yeah. Guarantee.
Okay. Cool.
I'm not that greedy. $100,000 would improve my life greatly.
Yes.
Yeah. It would for us all.
Still be living the way I am, but I'd probably have a few more video games in my library. Maybe a new TV. New vehicle for sure.
I buy a house outright so that I don't ever have to pay rent again, and then I would just spend my paychecks on useless shit all the time.
Buy a legit get top people to make this, but a legit Iron Man suit. See if you can fly. No, I don't know. And finally, I ask you about one of my favorite topics: food.
You and me, bro. brother.
Yeah,
I doubt it can be argued that the simple sandwich is one of, if not the most internationally accepted food / meals around, and an English invention, I might add. You're welcome. But if you're going to
Talking to us like we owe him something.
but if you
The
were
whole crowd's also in English.
Oh.
Just kidding.
But if you're going to create a sandwich and name it later after yourself, what would it be? You can have...
Somebody wrote "Hi Doug" on this thing. When did you do that?
Last week.
I didn't notice it till this week.
Yeah. I was hoping you'd see it. I forgot all about it. That's awesome.
You can have any reason for different ingredients, i.e.
Never
taste
look up there.
Yeah.
you like, something about you, etc. So I guess make a sandwich, and what will you call it?
I'm gonna start with a nice flour tortilla.
It's not a sandwich at all.
Don't blow the finish, asshole.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
Gonna get some nice ground meat, maybe. Maybe some shredded cheese. You could probably work some steak or some chicken in if you'd like, instead of the ground beef.
Or mixed if you'd like.
Yeah. Some lettuce, some nice salsa, fold it in half. The Doug sandwich.
That sounds delicious.
You know it.
I might have to have one of those. I feel like Tyler's would have to play into the whole "don't call me a bear" thing. Like it would be.
It has to be something big.
It would be some salmon.
Can you get
Salmon, goddamn.
Can you eat bear meat? You know, you can go to
You can get
Probably exotic.
deer
you get
and
ostrich
elk
or elk
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
Can you eat beer? Can you eat beer?
Can you eat
I'm
beer?
sure
Can you
could.
eat bear?
I'm sure you could.
I don't know. It's probably exotic or something. I don't know. I guess you're not supposed to eat it, but
What
you can.
type of bear was it? It was a black bear, brown bear, panda.
I like
Dude,
polar
pandas
bear
are
on my
fucking
sandwich.
If you eat a koala bear, I'm gonna kill you.
Well, they're not technically bears; they're marsupials.
Well, they're cute.
Dude, there's like a lot of stuff I like, but I don't know if they'll all go together. So I
Make it happen, Aver. It's your sandwich.
I've seen you make some weird combinations.
Guacamole with peanut butter.
No, fuck that. Okay. Roast
Just
beef.
guacamole.
Grilled chicken. Salami. Fuck, I forgot. All the vegetables I like. Okay, lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, black olives, bell peppers, banana peppers. Give me some guacamole. Shit a lot of
Shit a lot. Is that what you
shit a
said?
lot. I should have.
That's the name of the sandwich. You're gonna shit a lot.
I'm gonna shit. Yeah, I like that. You're gonna shit a lot. A shit lot of guacamole, and also a side of guacamole too.
What type of bread?
Toasted wheat
Toasted wheat.
or toasted white
Wheat.
wheat. What else? Oh, that's about it. Yeah, you're gonna shit a lot. That's it.
Let's see. For mine, I'd probably do Italian urban cheese bread. Put some Black Forest ham, some smoked turkey,
It's a bear.
Sounds like a
Some-
Subway sandwich.
some bacon.
You're using
Bear.
all the Subway terminology.
I know what you're talking about. No, I don't want it toasted. You can toast it if you want. It's not necessarily. Not
Throw
necessary.
in some Jimmy John's logo. Go ahead.
All right, throw in
Lingo.
the Jimmy John's logo.
Lingo.
Burn it on there. Some lettuce, pickles, light mayo,
Sesame
chipotle,
seeds on a bun.
chipotle sauce.
Salt, pepper, oil, and vinegar.
No, none of that.
I'm asking you as a sandwich
Well,
artist.
I'm telling you, no.
Get some of that.
I'm
what's-
asking
Don't
you.
tell me what to get. I
What's
want
that,
my
the
own
sauce
sandwich.
from
Some
that
American
chicken
cheese.
place? What's that chicken place that we put on the pizza?
Chick-fil-A? Or
No.
no, Raising Cane's?
Raisin cane sauce.
Well, you do that on your own sandwich.
No. Well, yeah, I
I'm
can
telling
put
you
on
what I
my
want
sandwich because you're gonna
sandwich.
shit a lot.
It's
Go
a
ahead.
good sandwich.
Eat mine
Lots
if
of
you
ham,
want.
lots of turkey.
If you want something
some
healthy, eat
bacon,
mine.
some cheese,
Oh, I have
lettuce,
bacon
pickles, light mayo, chipotle.
too. I'm gonna add bacon to my sandwich too. And turkey bacon.
I don't know what to
I
call
worked
it.
at Subway so long, I knew that sounded like a Subway order to me. 'Cause you were specifically saying things that they have at Subway.
Eat
I was
fresh.
doing it in order too, as I'm going
In your
down.
head.
6-inch or foot long.
Call it whatever you want. Sandwich of Lavos.
I guess this is part of his.
Sandwich de Lavos.
Yeah, this is still. Yeah, it's part of his stuff. A trio of questions for you to discuss to celebrate the Big 200. No, this is different. Once again, congratulations, and it's been a pleasure to listen to you all these years. Through rough times at school to being the best at college, from dramatic weight loss / TV appearance to starting uni. WNS has been a reassuring constant in what has been a busy couple of years. Keep it up, fellas. You always deliver. Till next week, my friends. Keep classy.
You
Thank
stay
you,
classy
Thomas.
as well, sir.
Thank you, Thomas. Yeah, man, it's been a pleasure to.
Yeah.
You are a gentleman and a scholar.
Yes.
Yeah, you're a really cool guy, man. I would like to meet you one of these days. You know,
If you're ever going to WrestleMania, I think 32, Dallas, hit us up.
it's this is
Weird
really
guys.
cool that this. You know,
Where the cool kids
you're
are
a
going
smart
next year.
guy, man. You're like our when something's in our archive we don't remember, like, hey, Thomas, he'll know it, and you just drop some knowledge on us, and then it's just really cool, and I'm glad you listened to us, you know, since the beginning, and just I'm glad that we can help you out. I mean, I don't think we can help too many people out, but I guess people listening to us, it helps them out, you know, gets their mind off of stuff, and we're glad.
It's as much of a pleasure for us
Yeah.
to have a listener who's, you know, down to like converse with us as I guess we might be for you. I mean,
yeah,
hopefully at least.
yeah.
Otherwise, you're wasting your fucking time, Thomas.
He messages me every once in a while. I'm like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah, he does it to me too, and I think that's
good
cool.
stuff.
Yeah.
He doesn't do it to me.
Oh.
I think Listen likes me the least. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, he might, but I was kidding about the asshole part. But, yeah, but no, thank you, Listen. I mean, it's really cool. Like, we appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay, next question is from Cody, a.k.a. Pepsi fan.
Oopsie fan.
Congrats, guys, on 200 episodes. Seems like yesterday you guys were just starting. Yeah, that's true. Keep it going strong for another 200. We'll try. I've been one of you. I can't
One
talk.
of your.
Your few fans who's been around since the early days. That's
See,
cool,
they can
man.
Be fans.
If they want to call, to me, it sounds pretentious as fuck for us to call them fans. I call them listeners because I think it's pretentious to call them fans. Because there's no reason on fucking earth that anyone should be a fan of anything I'm involved in.
From Bear Puns. Well, hang on. What did I say? Yeah. From Bear Puns to John Dynamite promos to Total Divas with Doug and Tyler. Mostly Doug. Anyway, congrats again.
Turn it around on them there.
Yeah. I could have. Anyway, congrats again. And for old time's sake, cousin Doug.
That's the one time. That's the one time I'm letting it slide.
Yeah, he'll let it slide because he hates that shit.
Old time.
Old time's sake. Old time's sake.
Good stuff.
Thanks, Pepsi fan.
Okay. Next one is from, we haven't heard from him in a while, or original boy, Johannes.
Former Uli.
Formerly Uli. Wow.
We're hearing from some good stuff
Man,
this week.
this is awesome.
Hearing from
Warms my-
Primetime, Johannes,
warms
Pepsi,
my-
Rhino.
Warms my cold dead heart.
Number one, the Authority might be history after SummerSlam. SummerSlam, yeah. Who
Or
should
Survivor Series.
Survivor? Oh, God damn it! I'm sorry. I don't know my shit. Who should replace them as GM if they lose?
Honestly, I say Hill Authority figure could use a rest.
Mm-hmm.
But if I gotta give you an answer, I'm either gonna go with Death to Rule with Baby or William Regal, because I think those are just dudes I would want to see all the time. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind them. Hopefully not as heels, but in all honesty, I think if Authority figure could use a rest, they could get by just fine without it.
Yeah. One thing that I saw was Mick Foley campaigning. He was like, "Hey, I would love to come back." I wasn't expecting the response that I did before Hell in a Cell, and I was very, very surprised. I would love to come back, and who knows, maybe I could be a GM one day or something. So
That'd be
I'd go
cool.
Mick
I don't
Foley.
have anyone else. I'm thinking about in
Matt
my head,
Striker.
but no. I would say Mick Foley. I don't have anyone else. So.
Cool.
Book was sort of fun as a GM of SmackDown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring back Cody
hell yeah. Second, Johannes is going to visit L.A., San Francisco, and Las Vegas next summer.
Nice.
Is there something really special I need to see, in your opinion? Well, I've never been to L.A., San Francisco, but I've been to Las Vegas.
I haven't been to any of those places, so I couldn't help you.
I've been to L.A., go see the Chinese Theater with all the celebrity handprints and footprints and stuff like that. The Hollywood Walk of Fame with all the stars. That's really cool to see. I guess the Hollywood Hills sign. I didn't get to see that when I was there. I was only there for like half a day, so I didn't get to see everything. But it was really cool when I did. San Francisco, never been, but go try the food. I guess I don't know all they have there. Vegas, again, tons of food.
Yeah.
If you're of age, go to the casinos, go to a few shows. Blue Man Group,
Yeah,
always
Blue Man
entertaining
Group.
to go
a
to.
burlesque show.
Yeah, why
There
not?
you go. Why not?
Live a little.
Also, when you go there, you'll notice that there's a lot of people on the streets that work for a company that they flip these cards.
Yeah, they'll hand you cards.
It's
to
just cards.
ladies
it's just
of the
ladies
night.
of the night for a good time and stuff. But they're collectibles. I'm not saying I have
some?
any, but
What series do you have?
I don't know. Maybe
not
series
saying you
27.
You're not saying you have any, but you have how many?
I don't know.
They'll just hand them out. It's like, hey, come and check out our ladies.
I
at
will
this
admit
strip
this.
club.
You want to know what I did? And my parents don't know this or whatever because I went with my parents or whatever. My mom was like, "Don't take none of those cards. Don't
You
do
went and
that."
took 'em.
And then while they were up there, I
You
went
bought a
outside and
prostitute?
I was with my mom and dad and because we went there. I forgot for what. And then don't pick up. That's disgusting. Don't pick up those cards. Well, while they were at another casino, I was walking around. I was getting those cards. I was like,
Like a 16-year-old kid.
Yes. Kid in a candy store.
hell yeah, taking those cards.
I went in 2007
They
to
were
celebrate.
busting your balls for picking them up.
No, my parents didn't know that. I
They
got
were
those
just telling
cards.
him not to
They
before
told me not
he
to,
did.
and then they didn't know I got those cards. I'm like a little kid. I don't know. I'm like, oh well.
That's sort of awesome.
Yeah.
Did you try to get one and they're like, hey, don't get this?
I was looking.
Or-
so
or-
what is that at
Oh,
first?
okay.
And then my mom was like, "That's nasty. Don't pick it." She was telling me and my dad that. She was telling me and my dad, "Don't get none of those cards."
I went in 2007 to celebrate. It was a belated birthday party that my family took me on for my 21st birthday because 21 you can gamble, so why not go to Vegas and do that. I had a really cool experience. We stayed there for probably 5 days. We were there for the whole 777, July 7th of 2007, and people were like lined up around the courthouse to get married that day, so it was pretty cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
Did you get any of these cards?
I didn't get any, but I saw the people that he was referring to.
They're prostitutes or strippers?
Some of both.
Okay.
Yeah.
It depends on what corner you're on, I guess. But no, I didn't have the issue that he had with. Oh, don't grab that. My stepdad took me to a strip club, and so that was pretty interesting.
See, I would feel weird. I wouldn't want to go to a strip
I
club
felt
with-
so weird, but it was so odd because the lady who we went there, and I guess I might as well tell the story. It was one of those fully nude strip clubs where they take everything.
Oh, wow.
off. And so my stepdad bought me some dances, and so the girl came back and was like, "Hi, follow me back here, and we'll sit down." And she was like, "Oh, this song has already started, so we're not gonna start it now. We'll wait until the next song starts because he paid for
You talked to her.
two or three songs length. I guess that's how they do it." And it was like, so we'll sit here and chat a little bit, and it's weird because I'm sitting there talking to her, and she's getting to know me, and she's like, "You are such a nice guy. Most of the guys who come in here are pigs or jerks and all that." It was just I would totally date you if you lived here. I'm like, "Oh, great, that's nice." And then the next song kicks on, and she's like, "Okay, you ready?" I'm like,
Let's do
I
this.
guess.
I guess so. And she was like, "I just had my boobs done. Do you like them?" And I was like, "Well, I guess. I prefer natural, but whatever makes you happy." And she would do this thing where she'd lean in front of me and she'd take her breasts and squeeze them together into my face. And every time she did it, she would do a little sound. I can't enjoy this. Yeah, it was exactly that.
My
And
boobs are
so-
kissing you.
So it was so strange, but
She was flirting hard trying to get them tips.
she was definitely trying to get a few extra tips. And
Look, lady, my
like,
dad already paid for this.
I'm I was I didn't even pay for this. I appreciate what you're doing, but no, and we went. Yeah, we went and saw Blue Man Group. We walked up and down the strip, and it was a really good time. We also happened to be there during the hottest time of the year. They said it was the hottest day that they had in the past 15 years or something like that. It got to 110, and stuff was melting on the sidewalks.
Dry
And
heat
stuff.
though, right?
It is so
Yeah.
dry.
Yeah.
So if you're used to humidity and stuff like that, you better get ready for some nosebleeds because
Yeah.
it is dry.
Yeah.
Make sure you have some lip balm and water and stuff.
I also went to a few places. They have the.
Also, what was the kissy lady's name? Maybe you
Yeah.
can look at her up. Yo,
No, I'm not doing that. No,
yeah, hook Johannes
not her
up.
real
Johannes
name.
up.
No, I know. She was a good looking girl. I'll admit that. But
Well, look for her,
but,
Johannes.
What
Okay.
what was the club called?
I have no idea. It was near Jerry's Nugget though, and I remember my brother-in-law and stepdad were drunk as hell, and we were cracking up laughing at Jerry's Nugget.
There's a lot of places I went to. I
That's
walked
so
down
weird.
the strip. I didn't walk all the way down there. It's just super long. But
So weird.
I could have relaxed and had a good time with myself.
I didn't. I was just like, what do I do?
Was there a big guy who was like, hey,
No.
hands?
No, it was they were in their own little, private area or whatever. So, yeah.
Went to the M&M store. They have a 3-story M&M store,
they
and
do.
also a Coca-Cola store, which is also cool. There's a lot of places. There's a bus you can go up and down the whole street, and you can see all the hotels. Thanks for booby kissing me.
I should have never told that story.
I like it.
Damn.
Now everyone knows.
Yep.
Johannes knows what to expect. Yeah,
Well,
look for
that's
the,
if you
the
go
lady.
to a strip club.
Yeah, look
and
for
pay
that lady
kind of
if you get a chance.
Not going to
Johannes.
guarantee that you're going to get the boob kiss like I got.
Yeah, I don't know if
but,
she's still there or not, but that was years ago.
She might have moved. Off.
The Wax Museum was cool.
Yeah,
it
the
was
Celebrity
fun.
Wax Museum is really cool to check out. They have those all over the place, but that's a fun thing to go
Prostitution
do.
legal in Germany? Johannes may be like, that ain't shit.
There are illegal brothels in Las Vegas.
Well, I know, but I'm saying he's from Germany.
Oh yeah,
Is prostitution legal in Germany? He may
probably-
be like, fuck
probably
the
better
stripper.
there.
What cracked me
Yeah.
up was
I want a real one.
when I was there on the street and I was walking. There's this van that pulls up, and then there's this girl that rolls down the window. She's like, hey boys, you want to have a good time? And all the guys are like, yeah. they like crowd around the van, and it's like I think they were giving like coupons and stuff for the
It seemed like she was inviting them to a gangbang, and they were like,
yeah, let's get in the van.
Never to be seen again.
They all died.
They all got
she
killed.
harvested all their organs.
But then it was quite funny. That's how it was, though. That's how it was. It was like a van. It was like, oh shit, what's going down? I couldn't stop staring. Then she was like giving. It was either like a flyer for the strip club or coupons. I don't know.
That's funny. It's probably like $5 off admission or something.
They also
Off
had
the door
outside of my
charge.
hotel. They had newspaper stands.
What hotel did you stay in?
Monte Carlo.
Nice. I stayed in the Venetian. It was
Oh,
nice.
I wanted to stay in the
It
Venetian.
was beautiful.
I want the Venetian or New York, New York.
Venetian was awesome, and it had like that little indoor shopping area.
God, it's so
And
beautiful.
They have like a covered area.
Oh, did you go in that
Oh,
mall
yeah.
next to it? Do you remember those mechanical things that came up? And that was in the mall?
Not off the top of my
Oh,
head.
okay.
But they have like gondola rides and stuff.
Yeah, it was really cool.
My hotel room wasn't ready whenever we got to the hotel, so they
I
upgraded
did stay in
me
a
to
Holiday Inn Express last night.
They upgraded me to like a
Speaking of like
fancy room.
nudie stuff, outside
Speaking of
nudie
nudie
stuff. All right,
How old are you?
I'm 12. I'm 12.
magazine I
Nudie magazine days.
They had newspapers outside of my hotel. Like they had newspaper stands. And it was like free. You can open it, and it's like advertisements for ladies of the night, but also had like naked chicks in there too.
It's
It
amazing.
was all over, man.
That's amazing.
It was amazing. So, Johannes, you know what to look for. The newspaper stands with naked chicks and in the newspapers, and get those cards.
It all depends on
Get
what you're going to
Get the
look
trading
for.
cards.
There's tons of buffets, tons of video.
Oh, dude, they
game,
have a lot of
poker,
buffets.
and
I
all
had
that.
I went to I forgot where it was, but there was an all day buffet, and I got that, and like you can go back anytime for breakfast, lunch, dinner, the
Yeah.
whole day. It was worth. I think it was like
And watch what restaurants you go into, because some of them are quite pricey.
yeah.
We went to one. Like my mom was like, I just want to go to one fancy dinner. Don't care where we go the rest of the time.
Yeah,
Like
good
I
luck
want to
with
go to
that.
one fancy dinner.
Like steakhouse.
7 people were eating there, and the bill was like over $1,000.
God damn.
It was
What?
nuts. It was nuts.
Was
I'm
I go to
like-
like a steakhouse or something?
No, it was like one of those like fancy restaurants where they bring out dessert on like a plate that's way too big for the dish.
what?
It's like the plate will be like that big, and the the chocolate cake is like that big, and they got like that line of syrup or whatever that they just do across. Yeah. So, but I mean, it was really good.
So your best advice, Tyler, is make sure your mom's not looking when you go for the stripper.
Yeah, don't go
Or
for the
trading
nudie
cards?
magazines in
Yeah.
front of your mom. That's
Yes.
great
Not
advice,
looking-
Tyler.
Yes.
That's gonna
Gotta
help
catch
him
'em.
out.
Gotta catch them all.
You gotta catch them all. Gotta collect them all.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those girls out there. Some of them it's like
Wow.
call for a good time, and they had like this is $5, this is $25. One of them was like free,
Yeah.
Free what?
free night. It just said free. It's like call them, it's free.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I thought you were saying like this is what I'll do for $5. This is what I'll do.
Here's what I'll do for free.
All right.
I'll show you the cards.
Here's what I'll do for free.
That was complimentary.
Yeah. Tonight.
Nice.
Okay.
Right, man.
So yeah, whenever that happens, when you go to those places, let us know how it goes. Get those cards.
Plus, like make it like a little list of what trading cards you got, because Tyler's got to maybe get some from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll trade.
Got any doubles?
We'll have fun, Johannes. Next is
Good to hear from you.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah. Have fun.
Next one is from Mr. Lymph is good. Hey, I want to congratulate y'all on 200th episode of your podcast, and I hope that you guys reach 300 episodes or more. Thank you. I've got a question. What is your favorite episode of the podcast?
That's a tough one.
That stuff.
I mean,
How
I
many
enjoy
episodes?
there's some podcasts or some episodes where, we've interviewed, certain wrestlers. That's really cool. And then just a lot of the goofy ass ones,
Yeah.
really. Like Noah with the, laughing too hard. He sounds like a goose. just different
Bare
things.
naked.
Yeah, bare naked. Surprise Daniel.
That was
got him off
episode 41. I know that off the top of my head.
So I mean, yeah, I can't think of specific numbers, but I remember certain moments. So
Yeah, they sort of all run together. Like,
I mean, I remember being super excited yet nervous the first time we talked to Booker T. It was awesome.
Booker T, Ted DiBiase,
Mick
Mick
Foley.
Foley. Those were some good ones.
So yeah,
It's more moments that we've enjoyed than particular. Remember this whole episode?
Right.
I remember when we talked about you tucking it.
talking it. Yeah.
The good stuff.
What else was good? The
good?
Lone Star Christmas episode.
Yeah, Christmas extravaganza
Yeah,
special year
that
one.
was
Texas
neat.
is always fun.
We gotta talk to him about doing a year 2. See if that's gonna be in the works.
Yeah, we need to talk to him, see what's
Tex Lone
going
Star
on.
Christmas holiday
He's just
extravaganza special
witty
year
guy.
2.
Quick on his feet with
Good stuff.
words and stuff. But yeah, and that's it. Thank
Thanks,
you,
Mr.
Mr. Lymph is good.
Mm-hmm.
What is it, Mr. Lymph?
Lymph, LPH. Lymph,
Life. I don't
Life.
know.
Mr. Life is good.
I'm going to say Mr. L. Thanks,
Mr. L. All right,
Mr. is good.
Anything else to add? Anything y'all can think about?
Thanks for supporting us, everybody.
Yeah, it's just
It's
this.
been an amazing ride.
Doctor?
Ow. I'm gonna remember that now. I'm gonna be at work tomorrow.
Don't
and randomly
remember
go,
that. Please
"Oh,
forget
shit."
that. Don't ever do that again.
It will stay here with us and those people
I
listening.
shouldn't have told that story.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think of anything else I want to add. Yeah, we appreciate everything. It's fun, and like I'm slowly getting back into wrestling. I know that I haven't been the best in months.
Sure haven't.
Yeah, well, I sure haven't. Yes, I have not. They're telling the truth.
Damn.
Yeah. Hey man, he speaks the truth. I just been so burnt out, and I'm trying to get back into it. And
Watch
I
the
don't.
Lucha Underground. It's a different fucking
Yeah,
thing.
I want to do that, and that's what I'm gonna do. I do not want to
Have an
quit the
episode recorded
podcast.
if you ever want to check it out.
Yeah, I'm going to. And I've been enjoying from what I've seen from NXT. I watched a few things, but I do not want to leave the podcast, and I'm not going to.
We don't want you gone.
I'm gonna continue until, we never
we
stop,
run this
or until we
bitch
run
into
this
the
bitch
ground.
into the ground. Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah,
Till we sell out to those multimedia
until we
$1 million.
make the money. Here
We'll
comes
make
the
some money off this thing.
It was really cool to hear from so many of the old school
Yeah,
people who've been
it's-
listening for forever. And, thank you to all those people who are with us every week. Thanks to the people who check in and out on us. And thanks to the people who who may listen every week, but we may never fucking hear from you. Thank you
Yeah,
to you
man.
too. I mean,
Yeah,
we appreciate
we see the
it.
numbers, so we
Yeah.
know someone's listening.
There's like a disproportion of what we know listen that people talk to us, but that's fine. But I mean, thanks to all you guys. We really appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun. Yeah.
I never thought this would happen. I mean, hey, so many people like us. We're just 3 regular guys shooting shit.
I mean, hell, from this Sunday alone, as far as downloads go, last week's episode has been downloaded 575 times. That's since Sunday.
Damn.
And it's Tuesday night now. So we know you're out there. We know you're listening, and we certainly do appreciate it. We would love to hear from some of y'all.
Hell yeah.
If you've never commented before, make sure you do it on our Facebook or YouTube page. Let us know that you're out there.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
That's the you can find us on Facebook. Just search Wrestling WNS Podcast. We're also on YouTube. Just search WNS Video. Anything else I'm missing? Oh, iTunes. Wrestling News Source Podcast.
We're also on Beyond Pod, Player.fm, and Stitcher. Stitcher!
Hey, for old time's sake,
By
why not?
searching Wrestling News Source Podcast.
We're retiring that one.
That's you.
Follow the podcast on Twitter at WNS Podcast. It's like a good way to know when new episodes come up with a link. Follow Daniel at WNS_Daniel. Follow Tyler on the quest for 1 mil at Tyler_Abraham.
Yeah. I know what
Hell.
I'm up to on my Twitter account.
Yeah.
Because I don't really want to add too many people on my Facebook account. But I'm welcoming all followers on Twitter.
Cool.
Not why would you have a Twitter? That would be
Yeah. I'm up to 180 right now, so not too bad.
Damn, this podcast has been going on for a while. It's over 2 hours.
All right. Celebration.
We'll rein this bitch in.
Hell
That's
yeah,
crazy.
dude. I'm ready for that WWE 2K15, and I'm Tyler Abear.
Tyler's at 38 followers, so make sure you get there.
38.
I am Daniel Heron.
I am the old dirty bastard of pro wrestling podcasting. Doug, Teenager of the Year. Hey, I like my name moniker. I'm trying to work it out.
Rap game Michelle Obama.
Yeah.
I think I cut Rap Game Michelle. Rap Game Michelle Obama get cut.
Oh.
I'm the ODB of podcasting and Teenager of the Year.
Peace. Now how you cut this bitch off?